All right, we good? Just give me the heads up on. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakam. Shalom. Hey man, we're gonna get into it, man. Hey, we're gonna keep singing it, man. You know, and that's coming up anytime soon, man. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so now guess what? It's May. You know, you don't have to long wait till June, man. You know, it's May right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit's going down right now as we speak. You know, banks collapsing. You know, you had some bank defaults just a few weeks ago. Okay, yeah, we had banks collapsing. You know, and the border is wide open right now, man. You know, so America is done. You know, we just went for Yahweh Shimei Shot to put the finishing touches on this place. You know, because there's no rebuilding America, making America great again. You know, all those pipe dreams, you know, that so-called white man is giving our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, little do you know, you about to go into even worse slavery, man. You know, right now we under paper slavery. You know, we got paperwork on us, shit like that. You know, social security numbers, things of that sort, mortgages, subject to payment. But even worse hell is coming to you niggas, man. You know, guns. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. Redeem at the time because the days are evil. God, yeah, the days are evil now. If you don't fucking know the days are evil, where have you been? Where are you looking, man? You know? You go anywhere, any city right now, it's all hell breaking loose, man. You got these the alphabet crews, let's put it like that. They out here running the cities, you know. Matter of fact, they run the government. You want to get down to it, you know? Running the world. The head sodomite, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the Rothschilds, man. The biggest sodomite of the planet, you know? So that's who's running this thing. And, you know, they push that evil vibration out on everybody and making the days evil to what you see now, man. You know, there's, you know, Jake like to say, oh, what about the good old days, man? Damn the good old days, man. We want to see these days get evil and eviler, man. You know, we know that's getting closer and closer to how about you, man? I'm getting us the fuck out of here, man. You know? Who cares about, you know, they got this big thing now, oh, buy gold, get your gold IRA, you know, stock up on your silver and all that. The hell with that. We don't have nothing to do with this place, man. You know? Let everything go belly up. All right. Psalm 102 and 7. I watch and am as a sparrow alone upon the housetop. Mine enemies reproach me all the day, and they that are mad against me are sworn against me. Yeah, we on that sparrow, man. You know, we on that housetop warning, you know, warning our people. You know, and everybody else who walk by so happen to hear what we warning about, you know, you just fucking lucked up, man. But really, we just coming to the Israelites, man. We warning you what's coming. Matter of fact, what's here already. You got the brain chip already in people right now, 50 people, you know? And then you got a monkey right now with one of his head right now controlling the robotic arm, you know? Yeah. So all this is what the scriptures talk about, you know, coming to pass, man. It's here. It just ain't mandatory right now. So yeah, all these people out here just enjoying themselves. Our people out here doing their crawfish boils, crab boils, whatever the case may be. You know, having a good old time, getting ready for what's this shit tomorrow, Mother's Day. Little do you know, while you getting ready, get your nice suit, get ready to take mama out tomorrow, the wicked elite is on their beds thinking how they gonna fucking implement this chip, man. You know what's gonna be the first domino to fall to make you people submit?
All right, this is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's what we do, man. Out the lost sheep of Israel, man. We are here to the lost sheep preaching this word. Turn back now. Sin no more. Like we brought out earlier before camp started, man. Turn away from your wicked ways. Because your ass about to get swept up in this mayhem that's coming from the so-called white man. What they say, i.e. Jacob's trouble. I saw some shit the other day talking about Rex 84 is already initiated. But we'll see. But one thing we do know is Jacob's trouble, man. That's guaranteed to come, man. We know this white man got I think Rex 84, Gordon Platt, and Cypher, Project Cypher. It's just all fancy terms for putting you niggas in hell, man. Killing you niggas, man. That's the terminology the white man like to use to make it sound better, man. He call it an exercise. But the whole time he think about throwing your ass in the pit. How can he get these niggas murdered and take this birthright back from them, man? And that's what it's all about, straight business. But our people is all about leisure time, having a good time out here in Babylon, man. So if you don't want to hear this word, enjoy the few days you got left in this place. Because all hell is gonna be broken loose. And there's gonna be people on your ass here real soon, man. I got one back up. This is that one. Like,
go ahead, all right. And this backing the brother up when he was saying they got all these different terms, all of these different laws, and they want you to follow them. They want you to seek comfort in them, all right? But this is what the scripture says. Sorry, right, 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, so he's going to seem harmless. He's going to seem like he's not the predator and an animal and that blood-sucking animal that he is. But that's just words covering up who he actually is. And the Lord is telling you, look, man, you got the scriptures, don't trust that. He's going to be what he's going to be at the end of the day. All right? And, all right, beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him, and thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. So the Lord has given us the information to the prophets, all right, a great millstone, starting with the other apostles to hold down, to not buy into these things, to not sign up for these things. They send you a voter registration card. I got it in the mail today. You throw it out, man. Okay? You don't incorporate yourself into his place. You set yourself up to where you stand out. Now we are the hidden ones. We're not coming here to make a tumult right here, right now, unless we're doing what we're doing right here, right now. We're not picking up guns. We're not trying to overthrow his government. Doing these things spiritually. But in the process of doing these things spiritually, don't trust him, man. And those different laws that he has written up will be your downfall.
Right, yeah. Like what you're saying too, hey, you can't get rid of Rush. You can't get rid of the so-called white man's wickedness. He's set up to be wicked. No matter how many times you niggas out here hold a prayer visual for this damn cracker, man. He's the wicked. That's who he was set up to be, and can't nobody fucking change that, man.
It's to back up the brother Yediah on the hitting ones, It's Psalms chapter 64 and verse 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And who are those people? Esau, Edom, because they control all of these things. They control, like the brother was saying, these different what you call it, places, which is institutions, the government, and everything that comes under them, man. Let me keep going. It says, verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly they shoot at him and fear not. Hey, and who are they really trying to get at? Okay, the men of the Lord. You are the Israelites, you 2/3. Y'all are just casualties at war.
They really want to stop the elect from receiving that blessing, man. All right? But it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lion snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And this is via what? Their laws, okay? Different legislations that they put in place with the fine print, all right? Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, tell you what? Oh, God, I'll finish this out and I'll let you get to it. Because that's where their power lay at. And the brother is going to get to it, man. It reads, they search out iniquities, so they know you niggas, right? They know you sticks, they know you tontos, they know what you like, they know what you eat, they know what you're interested in, all right? So they're able to perform these wicked matters, all right? It says what? They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, and you got so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all on these different social media sites. Okay, you're searching up different things that you're interested in on these search engines, Google and Safari, these different things like that. And this devil is taking all of that information and personalizing. All right, this is what the blacks like. This is what the Indian, so-called Indians like, Native Americans, all right? So-called Spics. That's what they like, you know? And it gets deep because they go to you individually. They set up the different algorithms, all right? You'll think about some shit and say something to a brother and you're not even on your phone. Next thing you know, you pull out your phone. That's the exact thing that you were talking about, all right? They do surveys. This devil is all about statistics and analytics, man. All right?
Somebody just put in a WhatsApp, iPhone, just snap pictures every 5 seconds.
I posted that. The goddamn iPhone, as you're looking at it, they had these two Edomite couple. They used the infrared camera, okay, to see what the iPhone was doing, and it's really we can't see infrared. So they use that you want to say something?
I would say it didn't, like with the infrared, it shows like lighting.
That's right.
It's not clear to the naked eye.
That's right.
So like if it's at nighttime or you in your room and you sitting dark, you can't see that your phone is just constantly snapping your pictures.
That's
Only
right.
the infrared light you can see it. You
got it. And hey, you can actually see on the video the iPhone is just snapping pictures every 5 seconds. It's just taking your data every 5 seconds, man. To ultimately lead up to what? The MOTB. You got it, brother.
So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, which this whole chapter goes into the thoughts of the wicked, the ungodly. We'll start at verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Which they don't care about any of our people, young, old. You were Israelite, you were enemy to the wicked. It says, verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice, but that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That's what these Edomites do. Their strength is in making up laws. They just write something and then they amend it. Then they write a bill, and they amend that bill. They just freestyle it. They winging it. They make up laws to lock up you jakes primarily, man. All right, the drug law, you know, this drug is illegal. Let's lock all these niggas up. Oh, now this drug is legal. But we still gonna keep these niggas locked up. Like, what is that, man?
Like I said, you got men who went to jail 20 years ago for a dime bag of marijuana, which we don't condone the usage of marijuana, but it just shows you how unjust this devil is. A dime bag of marijuana, I give a man 20 years back in the day, but now all of a sudden it's illegal. I mean, it's legal now. You know, you got people smoking marijuana, just walking up and down the street. You know, that's what this devil does, man. He's deceptive. You got it.
It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. Which we are. We're clean contrary to the so-called white man. We're clean contrary to democracy, feminism, Christianity, so-called Western culture. It's completely against the scripture. It says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education, which is what we do, man. Everything this man teaches in his public school system is a lie.
That's right.
All right, his history is a lie. All right, his science is a lie. It's all a bunch of Freemason nonsense, man. All right, the Earth isn't 4 billion years old.
That's
All right, all these devils, man. We didn't evolve from apes. They didn't evolve from us. That's all. Charles Darwin was a devil, man. He wasn't even a scientist. He was a cokehead Freemason. Man. It's total madness, and this is what millions of people are taught in schools every year. Right. That's why it says he upbraided us with our offending the law and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. Right. And this is the real education, man. Which educare means to draw out. This is what you're supposed to draw out the elect of Israel.
Right.
Not some goddamn George Washington couldn't tell a lie. All of that bullshit, man. That's what he does, man. You know, puts him in this act like he got it all together, he knows everything, but we look at all his science shit, it's just theory, man. You know, everything's a theory. You know, there's no proven equation. I forget what's the famous Darwin's theory or some shit. There's some theory. Yeah, you know, Darwin's theory. Yeah, they take real pride in that, but they can't really come to really explain it. The only thing they can say, hey, there is power. They don't say that out loud, man. That's the only thing you come to a conclusion, man. There's a higher power than the so-called white man. He's so proud. He said he got this called hubris. Yeah, exceeding proud, man. He refused to bow down and say there is a power to him, man. You know? In which he's not even a power man. He's a base man. You know, he's a fucking man. You know, but he took on a persona like he's a fucking god. Look at next week. Okay. This first Maccabees. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Okay, this first Maccabees 8:15. It says, moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was none envy nor emulation among them.
And that's the same thing today, man. America does the same thing, you know. Here it is, this Greco-Roman structure, man. You know, and that's what they do. They got one king, one president who so-called runs everything, but he's just a puppet, man. You know, who runs him is the elite, the bankers. You know, but for the peons, for the masses that's in there, Babylon, aka America, you know, they give you this option. Okay, Republican, Democrat. You know, and the whole time they rigged too, man. You know, so you just filling your house on a damn sinking foundation, man. So it's a trap. It's the same weed, but two wings on the same bird. Right. You know, people. Yeah, same evil, man. You get duped every time you run into a poll. Oh, Democrats did me wrong these 4 years. Oh, let me try Republicans. You run over that Republican, supposed to go where you run back to Democrat. And you doing this shit every cycle, every election, man. You know? And it's just one big game on you, and the elite just go to the bank last. And it's good because the American people are just a bunch of dummies when you get down to it, to the brass tacks of it. You know? All they is wrapped in Shazam, you know, a Wheel of Fortune. You know, they know all the kind of trivia, you know, and so-called white man like to boast about his IQ, but he just knows a bunch of garbage, man. You know, how many petals on a rose, you know, shit like that, you know. Who gives a fuck? What's the name of the middle of the flower, the stem or some shit, you know? And that's how he bases his IQ off of, and he likes to brag in front of so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans like he's so, you know, intellectual, but he don't know what a woman is, you know? And now, you know, he done did that. You know, he don't know what a woman is. So now, since nobody knows what a woman is, he goes put on a damn dress and say he a woman now. You know. So here's this man with this high IQ can't keep himself out of fucking women underwear, man. You know, and high heels. But this world is ran by this fucking head sodomite, so-called white man. You know, and through all his BS that he puts out here and spew, you know, but his eyes are still focused on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You ready to get your ass bagged and tagged with this frogma, man. You know, you ain't nothing but cattle to him. You know, he wants full control of everything. You know, he's a control freak. You know, and you about to see how good this man's been good to y'all, man. You know, let a nigga tell you, oh, the white man ain't that bad. He ain't that cruel, you know. But he about to show his horns here real soon, you know. You know, he just been playing patty cake with you niggas, especially down here since Katrina. You know, you got a little taste on what he could do, man. You know, he gonna fly over you, look down on you, you know, take a little photo out, like he all serious and concerned. As soon as the camera go off, he high fiving and popping champagne in the jet, you know? Like, look at these niggas down here in squalid water and fucking waist deep water, man. You know, fuck, you know?
He showed exactly what he doing in the movie The Purge.
Exactly.
Everybody going buck wild in the streets, killing each other. And what he doing? He's sitting up there in the street, drinking champagne, looking at his video models. To show you what this stuff is about, man. You got it, bro. I got to put something back it up. Oh, go ahead, bro. And basically, I'm glad you brought up that movie, The Purge. If you saw the first Purge, you will see that they didn't just act out of haste. All right, they had college professors, they had statisticians, and they had people that write down all of these different stats. All right, so they know what Jake likes, they know what Jake doesn't like. All right, and to be honest, he is a piece of shit, but the elites do know the truth. All right, and they know what Jake likes, and they know what it takes to overthrow Jake. In America, you have two different kinds of education. It's not something that's going to be taught. You have the esoteric education and the exoteric education. A king's education and the peasant's education. But when you go into who Esau really is, he has a God complex, okay? And he does know the things that he do before he executes them, and that's what gives him a big head. But he doesn't understand spirituality. This is Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, say unto the prince of tyrants, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Though thou set thy heart as the heart of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's going into how he has the 12 tribes basically in a trap. Okay? He knows what to sell you. He knows what not to expose you to. He knows what entertainment to feed down your throat. Trap, rap, drill. And he knows what it's going to ultimately do to you, man. You have to have a level of respect for the elites because of the amount of information that they've been able to write down over the millennium on these 12 tribes to keep them in subjection. Because they remember what it was to be 1,000 years out of power. Verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from me. The brother just brought out, when you just going about your normal life, these phones are fucking recording. If they taking pictures, you better believe they taking audio and video, man. Okay? And and that's why we need deliverance, man. That's why we need deliverance. These left-handed technologies, pieces of shit, they will be the downfall of many of people that's not covered by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You got it, right?
Like Brother Proud earlier, hey, that analytical data, man, there's no secret behind me. He sits back and gather all this information, man. House everything and keep everything on the servers, man. You know? Yeah. And he just sits back and, like you say, hey, these niggas gonna buy wings on Monday. You know, they got the stuff, you know, we got the word out on that.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna be at Taco Tuesday. You know, come the weekend, they're gonna be at the daiquiri shop, you know. So it's all, you know, actuated for this white man to make money off pretty much off these dumb niggas.
Matter of fact, let me go to the first post that you said what you said. Huh?
Yeah.
With thy wisdom and thine understanding, thou hast gotten the riches and has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. They tell you what to consume. They tell you how to go spend through commercials, through music, through multimedia, and you people eat it up, man. To be honest, man, you could be going through your YouTube subscription, and you could be, let's just say you're shopping for a couch, you're shopping for anything. You go to Google and you look it up. 5 minutes later, man, they got damn commercial on YouTube, man, selling it to you, bro. And that goes into his collection of data. And one of the biggest data collections that he had was right here in New Orleans, 2005, Katrina, right? A lot of the things that he's going to implement in Jacob's Trouble, he pulled it from this test run that happened in New Orleans, man. You got it, bro.
In New Orleans, too. He did the same thing. Locked down the city. You know, and when he was over in Iraq, you know, effing over those Ishmaelites. Yeah, kicking indoors, raping and pillaging. You know, he's gonna bring all that training back right here to the shores of America, man. And any day now, it's gonna go down, and people gonna get to see what it's like to be behind. Well, put it like this, in front of a barrel of an assault rifle, man. You know, he tricked you all these years, have you at the stadium. You know, oh God bless the troops, this and that. Let's see if you say that, saying that when the troops come and kick your door in, man, or they run a tank through your front door. You know, let's see if you love the troops then. Yeah, so don't get all bent out of shape thinking, oh, the troops gonna do the right thing. No, if when they giving the orders, they gonna do what the orders say, man. Because putting 2 or 3 in your head, that's what they gonna do. You know, these military men, who was the Kissinger said they ain't nothing but dumb animals. You know, they gonna do what they told, man. You know, so there's no help coming. You outside this troop, you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. There's no other help than you have about man. Right? You know, that's the only thing we got to get us out of this. Because this beast that he getting ready to unleash on this so-called white man, he's sent by the Most High to do his bidding, man. You know, so it's gonna take the Most High to keep you out the trap of this devil, man. You know?
This the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, in which, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us." And what the hell does the average black man, average black woman do? All the nations. They think Esau, Edom could save them. They go down to Egypt for help. You just say, woe unto him that go down to Egypt for help.
I think it's been brainwashed on movies and shit. Yeah. Who saved the day? So-called white man. You know? Who prepared the joke? So-called Negro, who's the co-star or some shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's been programming you thinking, oh, he's gonna save the day. He's going to look up to, get a power. You know, look at him, but if they say, hey, like the brother bringing out, you know, this vain trying to think a man can save you, and especially so-called white man when he's your natural born enemy, man. You know? Christ, man. God, so-called white man. Right? That's what the chief is demonic entity in our people's minds. When they think of a savior, the first thing they think of is so-called white man.
What do the a Negro do when he about to go upstairs to see your house? Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you about to say something, bro? Come on. I'm gonna just let the scripture speak. This verse 18, it says, "They hunt our steps." Now, who is the only nation that actually sits down, uses the stats that they get from all these analytics, okay, that hunt our steps? Esau fucking Edom.
Right. So who's described as a cunning hunter?
That's right. Esau Edom. It says, and also back in that Psalms 64, it says they lie in wait. That's the characteristics of a hunter. You see any predator, that's in the wild, they ambush, man. They lie in wait. That's the art of hunting. You can't hunt if you just running out there. You're not. Yeah, you have to be cunning. You have to have an understanding and camouflage things of that nature. And that's what this devil does, man.
And also back you up understanding of who and what you hunt.
That's right.
Everything that you hunt don't have the same reactions and the same way of life and living.
That's responses. Right. You got to know, all right, this animal, he likes to live in trees. Or this animal digs down in burrows. This animal eats this, okay? Certain animals drink, this kind of, you got to, and that's what this devil does, man. That's the whole purpose for this devil doing all these statistics and analytics. He's not doing this, I just want to see what Kalaya doing, on a Saturday. No, he's trying to trap the men of the Lord up. Right? That's what he's trying to do, man. That's the whole purpose of that. There's no purpose for a hunter to hunt if he's not hunting to kill. What is he doing? Just tracking it? No, this devil intends to kill the men of the Lord, to kill 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
After being a hunter, he's gonna have patience.
That's right.
And this person got plenty of patience. You know, just sit out there until his fucking toes freeze just to kill his prey, man.
That's right, brother.
Now he's doing the same thing, just sitting back, you know, implement a law here, one there. So it may take 20, 30 years, 40, 50 years. That's the patience this devil have, man. You know, it's harder to fulfill his objective, man. And he's getting ready. You got one? Yeah, you know, that's why he takes 20, 30, 40 years, man, to actually come through with something. You know, they call it gradualism. That's right. Because this man, he's an actual hunter, man, and he wait till you got that trap set perfect. And then that shit clamp down on you like a damn bear trap, man. And you can't get out of it. You know? Yeah, for sure. You got something to bring it on?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to you, he's like exactly what he did with the native tribes. He came and he was all cool. And he started, he just learned everything, you know, being real cunning. And when that day came, he flipped the switch and just went to kill it. So that's exactly how he get ready to roll up the Israelites again. And what the scripture said, Romans 15:4, things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. And even the history repeats itself, man. So he's going to do the same thing again, man. You know? Got it. Are y'all holding something? Yeah. He got the one to call, but I got one after everybody else. This is like from the beginning, trying to use our characteristics. This is like describing from the beginning Esau characteristics. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Cunning hunter, man, like we've been going into, man. So he's constantly out there, you know, taking on other people's customs, dialects, whatever the case may be. You know, he has to blend in. He wants to be like whoever he's trying to kill, man. You know, he gets in and he gets the history of it. You know, he goes talk to all the locals. You know, he gets in good with everything, man, before he goes in for his kill, man. You know, so that's why he'll sit all these missions and shit, you know, gathering intel, man. You know, and that's why he's the top cunning hunter of the planet right now. But they get out there and kill a couple of deers and think you're some type of level, you know. But you ain't got nothing, you know, on this so-called white man. He's the fucking ultimate Terminator. You know? He's matter of fact, when he kill you, he ain't got no remorse when he do it, man. You know? Like saying, this man loves blood. That's what he looks forward to. He can't wait to show off that new gun and use it on one. You know, and he got a whole arsenal of new shit that he just can't wait to bring out. You know? And he's getting ready, Mosai's getting ready to turn him loose and do his thing on you, so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. If you coming across this border, you think you're gonna have a good American life, both sides just bring you up here for judgment. You know, you're getting ready to lock on to these devils up here, man. JT. You know?
Like I say, hey, this devil is that T-1000, right? On Terminator 2.
That's right, that's right.
Right? And you had the regular Terminator,
Yeah.
and he you know, he had remorse for what his name was? John Connor. Okay, he grew feelings. Hey, this devil is a T-1000. He don't give a damn. He scriptures tell you he not sparing young or old, man. All right, women, men, he don't give a damn, man. This devil, he's gonna get the job done. That's what he was created to do. He don't have no other purpose but to kill. He is as death, man.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Right.
Neither keep it at home. All right, and that's a telltale fact that Esau Edom, you know, the so-called white man, he never keep it at home. All right, and he got these U.S. embassies over here and all over the damn world, all over the earth. And it says, who enlarging himself, desire as hell, and is as death. And that's plainly what he puts. He puts in what the philosophy of death. All right, calling God, you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans calling on you so-called Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I hate that down there. Yeah. It says, and cannot be satisfied. And this man, he got everything he wants. These type of leaks. Furthermore, they have the whole world. They still never could get enough until they what? Until they take the men of the Lord down. It says, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. All right, and he got a hold of the 12 tribe of Israel. All right, and he got a hold on his own people and his other nations. But his philosophy, his doctrine, his evil ways, his thought process. That's what these people have, and that's what they lead to, down to death and destruction. You got it, brother.
Right. And you think a man who killed over 1 million Iraqis, think he care anything about a Jamal or a Tyrone or Pedro? You know, over 1 million that he admitted to. You know, who do they have 2 or 3 million? You think that's a man knowing to be playing with you? You just go into someone else's country, check your shit, and then kill everybody you damn near know. You know,
that's that. He always going around trying to police the world. You don't need nuke. You don't need nuke. You don't need nuke. Mm-hmm. There's only one man that ever dropped the nuke. Mm-hmm. You actually dropped the nuke. Now, what we said in Iraq, you know, you give or take a few numbers. But we know for sure this motherfucker dropped the nuke in Japan, man.
Right, man. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what's the numbers
right.
on that?
Yeah.
You know, what's the true numbers on the when Jake was coming across that Atlantic, dumping them into the ocean?
Transatlantic slave trade. Yeah. They're not going to show the true numbers. They have them, but they're not going to give it to us.
Killing gas. So-called Native Americans. You know, he admitted to so many, but you know, he never gives you the full truth. But this man has a bloody history. You know, and he's not known for playing. You know?
It's fucking sick. I was just watching a Elder Apostle Ram Live video. Okay, and he went into that. He said, we'll never know on this side, right, how much blood this goddamn devil spilled. Right? And that's one of the things we're gonna get when Yahweh Shai come back. Okay, right? He gonna give us the full instantly. Come up here, that's right. He's gonna click. We gonna understand. Hey, you know, you got 2/3 of Jake on this side that got sympathy for this fucking devil, right? Once they get them new bodies in a true understanding, come back to them, then all of that's gonna go out the window. They're gonna know the truth. They're gonna see the you know, this fucking monstrosity in action. And it's no remorse gonna be given to these goddamn devils, right? Known as the white man. That's right. You got it, brother.
I got it. Oh, you got one? Yeah, brother. I'm gonna give out that to you.
Yeah, let's bring that song down real quick.
This is Psalm chapter 73 and verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get like, man. These bank elite, they got everything and everything, but they still want more. One thing they don't have is full control of the people. And that's what the desire.
Like, you know what they want now, you know what they want. They want the kingdom.
Yeah. When you get down to it, right?
They got their kingdom right.
They want the birthright.
They want their birthright.
Yeah, good. That's right. Yeah. Which, you know, goes along with the kingdom too. You know,
you scroll down when it's brought up and show how they gonna and show they end the end to these people, man. It was too painful for me, and then go to the one after that. That's 73.
Yeah, 73. Yeah, it says, this is Psalm chapter 73, verse 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Verse 17, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein.
We know that because you get down to it, you want the birthright, you want full control. But in order to get above all that, get past the so-called white man, in order to be him, and then come out all this hill that's coming, you have to enter into the sanctuary, man. You can't be outside of it. Right. You know, you have to be in this thing fully committed. You know, you can't be a part-time prophet. You know, and if you talk about the women, you know, you doing your thing at home, watching videos, whatever. You know,
women ain't no warriors. Women don't come on the battlefield. Yeah, y'all just be in order and stay in line.
Yeah, you know, just continue what you're doing, man. But as far as men go, like I said, we know the devil's in, man. But before we even get to that, a whole lot of shit gotta happen to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. You always gotta get this work because you've been disobedient to the Heavenly Father, man. You know, you want to do things your way, you know, and you got to pay the price for it. So we ain't gonna give you the good news, so to speak. You know, yeah, we Israel. You know, we Israel. You know, the Most High is our power. You know, Yahweh just coming back to get His people, not all of His people. You know, but you got to get the bad of it too, man.
That's right.
Your ass is gonna get murdered, killed out here, and you've been numbered to 2/3. You know, so that's why you got to get your ass up here and start putting this work, man. Because we ain't got much time out here playing around with this. So we talking, seem like we talking to the wind, but we not. You know, because the word said we don't, nothing goes out void, man. So we doing our part. We come out here pushing this word along the spirit on us, man. So, but you got to do likewise. I don't care how many fucking videos you got to my edification, man. You know, you can't be a goddamn part-time prophet. You know, it's more like idiotification. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't come out here fair weather prophets, fair weather Israelites. What kind of shit is that?
Right.
We fucking freeze out here, sweat in the rain.
In season, not a season.
Yeah, like the brother said, in season, not a season. Yeah. And you have been fucking adjusting the goddamn thermostat and shit, you know? What the hell wrong with you niggas, man? Anyway.
This is Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotted against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. So Esau, he knows who the men of the Lord are. He's listening through the phone.
Right.
All right. He's watching you through his satellites. You know those satellites are powerful enough to read this sign
That's right.
from the heavens. You understand? And that sword goes into more than the M16 and the nukes. It goes into your food. It goes into your medicine. It goes into your water. It goes into the chemtrail. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. It starts with that educational system when your ass get old enough to read and write, man. Because he poisons you, like the brother brought out, wanting to give a strong drink to your neighbor. He poisons you in your mind, man. All right? Your parents going to work 40, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, and they send you to school. And you start embracing this devil. And this devil fake embraces you back. Okay? And amen. And that's why the Sirach 12 and 10 say, never trust thy enemy. Let me finish this next verse. This the time we on right here, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. You got even other Edomites that's out here talking about this is the end, all, you know what I'm saying, that's coming. They prepping. They cashing out and they putting all their money into gold and silver and all of these different things because they can see carnally that these things that the Lord was talking about spiritually are coming to pass. What about our people? The Lord didn't send no goddamn Edomite devil no message, man. He did it. But the scriptures do say the children of darkness on this side are wiser than the children of light. So because they made the system, they live in the system, they bathe in the system, they understand the system. They know through history, America's expiration date is here. Let me tell you what else got the expiration date. This ministry has an expiration date. Right. You better make haste, man. And when I say make haste, stick to the scriptures, but come to this thing knowing that you have but a short time, man.
Like you say, Yahweh never give no message to Esau, the so-called white man. They maybe thought that scenario with Lazarus and the rich man. And he wanted to, the rich man wanted to come back to give us, his people a message because of the things he's seen up there in the heavens. He's seen their latter end. Bring it up. And he wanted to get sent back to warn his people like, oh, let them know what they're doing and what their latter end gonna be. But hey, that's not how it works. The Lord is sending his messages out here to tell you your latter end.
Can I say something? Got it, bro. He was being wicked, man. He knows I wouldn't have listened to him, so I know my people are not gonna listen to him, but they'll listen to me. All right. Well, if you don't listen to the ambassadors, you deserve what's coming, man. Got it out? Yeah. Like if somebody put their hell, they come to people or something.
He said even if somebody went to hell and died, still wouldn't believe it, And it's pretty much the same thing right now. We tell you all these things that's coming down, you can go line for line, precept for precept. You still don't believe what the man of the Lord said because he's not coming from the east, so wait. Yeah.
The kingdom to come, man. I was stuff not gonna make all that noise and disrupting all the things, man. Even at the top of his kingdom, it's still a piece of shit. It smells like piss and cigar smoke around here, man. All right, verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Hey, prophet, man, you think that, you know what I'm saying, that you at the lowest socially we are. But the people that's at the top are spending most of their time worried about what the fuck you doing, how you coming, how to take you down, what's driving you. But guess what? Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So the things that they plot against us is going to end up happening to them, man. All right? And they sword of all swords. It's going to destroy this place, man. It's going to fucking obliterate this place. Because whether you so-called American, whether you so-called German, whether you so-called Russian, y'all are all Edomites. And those Medes, they're going to send them over here, man. And they're going to destroy their brother. And ultimately, when that happens, Big Brother going to step on into the scene, and it's going to be over with, Father. You got it out.
Bringing up something earlier about how these Edomites, they know, they read stuff and they know the system.
Yeah.
And they know we at the very end of this so-called white man system because we have a period called decadent era. I like it. These people are in all kind of debauchery. Especially once you see sodomites at the scene like it is now, it's the end of a man's civilization. At that time. So they know throughout history, every time you get fixated on sex, gender, stuff like that, it's the end of that civilization, man. And here we are in the we saying the green, right before that, the drain, we circling the drain.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, we circling the drain. It's over, man. So this place is done. Like I brought out earlier, the water wide open. The deficit is 32 trillion plus. Steady counting, steady going. And now they keep saying, oh, the treasury is going to default. Oh, we need more money, to borrow more money. But whether they pass it or not, by June, it don't even matter. We know through the scripture, this place is very long. That's what we're looking forward to actually see it.
Right. I got that word decadence in the online etymology. This is the decadence. It says deterioration, deteriorated condition, decay. It says meaning, process of falling away from a better or more vital state.
Like worms, something. Pretty much the infrastructure, everything promoted. This place is falling apart, man. Whether it's fucking New York City, New Orleans, San Francisco, LA, fucking go as far as motherfucking parts of South Carolina, man. From coast to coast, whatever the case may be, this place is crumbling. It's done. This so-called white man's overextending himself, man. From now, what he want to do now, he want to crash the old system and bring in a new system, man. Because he didn't ran wild with the old one, being what they say, irresponsible. He's a fucking child, so children do that. Right?
I got that scripture you just quoted. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 11. And it reads, thy pomp is brought low, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels, the worms is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And what do worms represent, man? What do the worms represent? Death, decay. This society is decaying right before our very eyes, man. The stench of this place is lifting up, man. All right? And that pomp is the pride of this goddamn devil, man. Your average American is a proud motherfucker, man. Very proud. All right, and that's, you want to say something, bro? Con, hey, and that's the main reason this goddamn devil has to be destroyed, man. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" And that word Lucifer goes into what? Light bearer. Okay? These lesser luminaries, these are different what you call them? Hidden societies. Secret societies. Yeah, that's right. These different elites. All right? They profess themselves to be what? Knowledgeable. Okay? The light of the earth. That's right, brother. It says, "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?" Because this place struck fear, right, in the whole earth. And you brought it out earlier, right, with the little man and what is it? Fat man and little boy. Okay, when they first dropped those atomic bombs, that shook the earth, man. This devil had everybody under necks under his goddamn foot with that one act alone. He put these different nations under subjection, man. He did as he wanted in the earth. That's right.
Right. They deceived the whole nation. They put fear across the planet Earth.
That's right. It says, verse 13, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh." And going into what? This devil's satellites, man. Okay? This goddamn devil, he got space debris, space stations. You know, he didn't went, you know, into the heavens, man. Okay, into low orbit space. That's how do you bring trash in space, brother? Don't worry, this devil got it covered. He know how to do that. All right?
Yeah. But when it comes to cleaning some of the destroying, he got no clue on how to do that.
That's why we got the word of the Lord for 1,000 years.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
man.
Still not good the right way.
But tell them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Instruct. Right. Yeah. Got to instruct the child. You know, raise up a child the way you should go. You know. Even though they ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, I'm just bringing that out. You know what I'm saying? In case somebody gets simple. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just finish this off. Y'all better got it. It says, "I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north."
Hey, I can say something on that.
Go ahead.
I will set my throne above who?
It says the mount of the congregation.
And I think it's above Yahweh, right?
That's back. It says, "I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh."
All right, and that lets you know that the upper echelon, the elites, they're not atheists.
Got it out. Hey, I wanted to bring this out earlier because you brothers was going into this devil know the truth.
Yes.
How can you accuse your brother? Who are you accusing him to? If you're an atheist, who are you accusing him to?
And what measure are you using to accuse him?
That's right.
Come on, man.
You know the truth. You devils know you going down and you scared, man. You scared. You sit, right? You sit there with the what they say, the poker face.
Oh yeah.
You sitting there with the poker face.
Look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thinking you got this, you know, shit under control. But really deep down inside, you see the prophets out. You see the chariots making their sightings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You understand your Hawashai is, hey, he really up the block. He not even right around the corner. Right?
That's why he got satellites up there, because he gonna have a big microscope to see, so he can see when he's coming. But like you said, everything you said, all of these the signs are here to show that you at your end. The minds is here.
That's right, brother.
It's only a matter of time, man.
You said about these devils know the truth. The brothers out in Great Millstone, London, they went to the top Freemason lodge in London, and they actually have Yahweh written on the side of it, man. They got put the camera on Kushab's garment. This is what the
This is what the elites call the tetragrammaton, all right, which tetra means 4 and gramma means letter. So this is the actual name of the Lord, Yahweh. They actually have that on the Freemason on the temple, man. So they know the actual name of the Lord, and they know that they serve Satan. They know this. They know they're Edomites. Right? They know that these are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, they know the truth, and you have to know the truth to lie as sell it. That's right.
I got a little bit more, but if you want to go ahead, it's just real quick because you said you were saying how all the nations come to him and they look at him as big brother and they absolutely scared of him. That's right, especially after those nukes. That's right. Watch this. This is 2 Ezra 11:5. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers and reigned upon earth and over them that dwelt therein. And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spoke against her. No, not one creature upon earth. Hey man, that's the times we're living in. Okay. Now this is going into another time period, but these are the same people. This is that same beast. All right. Nobody, the men of the Lord speaking against us. All right. And we coming into a time of prophecy where the smaller nations say we are no longer weak. And I'm paraphrasing, but that just to culminate prophecy, man. But this motherfucker had he had his time under the sun, man.
Greeks, Romans, and now he is from the Renaissance still doing his thing, man. Yeah. So he can't say he get more than his fair share than anybody else, man. No? Right. So you got to take this. Go ahead to slavery, man. And lived it up. You've been a faggot 2-3 times already over. You know?
Hey, we don't say that word.
Yeah, you're right.
You're the alphabet boy.
Yeah, alphabet boy. So like you, I've been
bundle of sticks. Yeah.
I've been a little raw lately. Throughout the week, you know, I forgot it slipped my mind. You know, you done had sex with all kind of animals and children, man. You know, so you done did your thing, E. You know, but all that's got to come to a close, man. You're saying this wickedness has to go away. Right. You know, as long as wickedness is going on, we can't get our kingdom. You know, and that's a big problem. You know? And like you're saying, I'm tired of losing. What? You know? You know, I want to feel like how to win all the time.
Even when
I never felt that. Yeah, that's right.
When we think we win and we lose, but the Lord give us that little fresh air, we are losing, man. All the time we win when we come amongst each other and you have elevation in this truth. Other than that, man, we always fucking losing. Even when we think we win it, man. Hey, man, you got a 2-week vacation. Hey,
yeah,
and you still losing, man. That's a bone that Esau threw you. You feel me?
Yeah, taking taxes out the check from your vacation check, right. And then the whole time you can't enjoy vacation because you don't know you're gonna have a job when you get back. You know. So when you in fucking hell, you still losing, man. You know? But we want to know how it is to win, man. We want that golden touch, man. Everything we touch turns to gold. Now I have this person on it, you know? And everything turning to shit. You know? That's gotten old. I'm tired of seeing these heathens. You know, you watch the news, they're like, oh, this industry is, 200 billion here. You know, oh, gross national product this, 2 trillion that. I'm like, damn, these brothers all these money, and which is small to compare to what Israel gonna have. But I'm tired of seeing these fucking heathens win. You know, I want y'all fucking begging for crumbs in the kingdom. You know, you know, yeah, fucking Ishmael too. You know, we want everything, man. Right? You know, fuck all that shit, man. Fuck being on the bottom. Jake want to stay here and be on the bottom. And that's why you niggas gotta die over here, man. You know, because you can't come into the chair with that mindset talking about how we gonna get jobs. You know, how we what the white man gonna do?
Jake hopping on the chair with the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah. He started trying to bring his work boots and shit with him, you know? Or he trying to set so-called white man loose in the field, man. You know, can't have you niggas like that. That's why you niggas gotta come to the men of the Lord, man. Come back reincarnated in your right mind. You know, because right now you niggas polluted with this wine and so-called white man.
Trying to do up. Our brother was saying how we catch your L's over here. It's in the scripture. It's Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little." Right? Busting our ass on at these plantations, man, on these jobs. You know, the more money we make, the more money that Esau take. It says, "But ye have not enough. Barely have enough to pay your bill. You know, barely had enough to put gas in your bill. It says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And Salaki, and he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. All right, and that's on these jobs, man. These everyday jobs, these 9 to 5 work. Brothers working 16, some brothers working 18, some brothers working 8 and 12 hours a day. That's right. And when they get their paycheck, they still, it's like just putting it in your pocket and it's falling right out of it. You know what I'm saying? Being caught up in the little system that Esau got put together for so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is prophecy right here. And we live in this very prophecy today. Got it, bro.
I got you. Like you, hey, you saw these things now. Esau taking out this, how we working on that, but this will have to soon right here. Amos 9 verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman, which is us, shall overtake the reaper, and the trader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, all the hills shall melt. They come. The plowman shall pick. They will come to them. They come to them.
Gonna be property of Yashar Allah. You know, there's no more do it thou wilt mentality in the kingdom of heaven. You know, or I'm just gonna sit back and play golf all day while everybody else pick cotton. No, your red ass gonna be out there picking cotton too, man. You know? There's no more Six Flags. You know, you ain't gonna be enjoying yourself in Disney World, Disneyland, man. It's gonna be fucking pure hard labor, man. I believe you might have to come back to feather the iron. So I might be wrong. I know you used to like that one though. Yeah, you know that. So like, you know, but good. Yeah, you know, but your ass gonna get put to work, man. You know. Good. But good.
Before I bring this up, back up this brother, because I brought this scripture out to back up the book, but him saying what he said, they're gonna be looking forward to the Shabbat, man. That's gonna be their 6 flags. They're gonna be looking forward to the Shabbat because we still have a code of ethics that we have to follow. We still have to follow the script. You can't make your slaves work on the Shabbat. They're gonna look forward to the Shabbat. They're gonna love a double Shabbat, right? Go ahead, bro.
You're gonna hold us Sunday on Shabbat. They're gonna be looking forward to it. We gonna make it wait. We're gonna make this whole way.
Hey, look, I'll back you up. Look, the Lord has sped up these times. Yeah. Okay, those times are gonna be slowed down. Yeah. Isaiah 49 and 22, 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. Now, for a king and a queen to be your nursing mothers and fathers, that goes back into how they used to make our women feed their children our breast milk and things of that nature. And it also goes into this. It ain't gonna be no average Joe Smoke. This is talking about the elites. The elites. Everybody over here in America is gonna be destroyed. All of these low-level Edomites, these rednecks, these Hell's Angels types of guys, they're gonna be destroyed over here. Right. Now, the last one, I didn't say those. God damn. But that's going into the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, and all of these ruling families. They're gonna go directly from the throne to the ground, man. All right, being slaves, hardcore bondage, whatever we had back then, the Lord gonna bring it back to our remembrance, and at least you have to double that. Me personally, I'm an overachiever. I'm a quadruple it, quintuple it, all of that stuff.
Hey, you got a lot of these elites who dying right on this side.
Oh, they back. They coming. They gotta come back.
And it's beautiful because what? You're gonna have, because you know they intermingle with their bloodline, right? In the kingdom of heaven, those that just died, like your Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. What's that other Rockefeller? David. You know, hey,
want to look like a lizard.
you're gonna be like one of the first children. Yeah, the first fruits of slavery. Literally.
And that's all he's gonna know.
You know,
Yeah.
because we, you know, scripture say we gonna go into the to the hills and the mountains, you know, and pull them out of them bunkers and put them down them shackles straight
That's
on
the
them.
ones that's still alive.
Yeah. They gonna have to mate. We gonna mate them.
Oh,
Mate
they
the
gonna, yeah,
Edomite.
we gonna take that alphabet boy spirit out of the work. Hey,
That's right.
your women are going to lay with your men for 1,000 years. Ain't no funny bit. Y'all gonna have as many babies as Issachar having on y'all on this side, man.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's a burden to the so-called white man. He is of the vine of Sodom. This goddamn devil, that's a burden. Y'all got it, right? I just want to make that point. You know,
All right, let me finish this off. I'm gonna give it to y'all, brothers. And lick up the dust of thy feet. So they're gonna come into a cold spirit because they're gonna realize that they're defeated. I beseech you most humbly, the Lord. You know, they're gonna come into that spirit. They're not gonna be walking around proud, looking like this a goddamn Jew, man. Yeah, okay. Lick up the dust and shall know that I'm the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And it's no way that you can get around a city-sized chariot coming, and also smaller chariots, zapping people, destroying people, delivering people. All right, and Yahweh Shai himself, man, I can only imagine how swagged out and how just powerful he's gonna come back. You can't get around it. You're going to know the truth. You're not going to have to guess, wonder, and call and ask your neighbor. Okay, you're going to see these things. And you brought up the satellites earlier. The scripture says that they're going to be well America from afar off. How? Social media, the satellites, the internet. Okay, it's going to be televised. It can't be televised. Well, the Lord's actually going to take over the satellites, but they're going to be utilized to fulfill prophecy, man. Y'all got it.
No, if you got one down there. Back up the point. You got it.
That's backing up the point that I brought out earlier about these elites. You know, they first order of business is going to be slavery. It's Psalms 149, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth." All right, talking about the elect after the deliverance. It says, "And a two-edged sword in their hand to execute." In Psalms 149 and 6, it says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and in their hand a two-edged sword, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron." All right, and that's what we're looking for, man. You know, just like the brothers was bringing out earlier. All right, we want those elites. All right, the ones that's coming back as babies. All right, we want you first, man. That's right. You know, because you have all the knowledge. You know, like Apostle Gabal was bringing out. I believe it was yesterday, about all of these elites. They know who you are. All right, they know that we are the chosen people. All right, and they've done everything that they can to keep this truth from being hidden from us, man. And the first order of business is right, and rightfully so, is to bind you kings with the fetters of iron, man. All right, them big heavy yokes. All right, that I take one that you put on our people. All right, coming from the western coasts of Africa. All right, the yokes of iron that was upon our necks, man. They talking about what 50 to 75 pounds, man. You put yokes on the ankles, shackles on our feet, you know, on our wrists, around our neck, and a guy, I forget his name, but he actually had a current, you know what I'm talking about? He had a old yoke, like that the slaves actually had to wear. Antique. Yeah, and he put it on, and he said he was sober almost 2 weeks the next day, man. So you double got a lot to pay for.
You got so much to pray for, you ran that damn sky high, man. know, but we're gonna get every drop of it out of you, though. You know, we got 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get that brother in here.
Okay.
This is what Esau has to look forward to in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to slavery. It's Revelations 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. There is the patience and the faith of the saints.
He led us into captivity. All you people on this side, man, led into captivity. And guess what? We still captive now by this so-called white man. And then he killed everybody with the sword. Yes. You know? Right. So you guys gotta get killed with the sword too. A literal sword. You think of what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, you actually gonna see a sword. Yeah. He knows
what's going on.
That's his spirit. That's his spirit. Like, fuck, they got me. Yeah.
No, look, he had that look. They know.
They know. Yeah.
Out the spirit world. So,
Yeah,
right. You know, I'm gonna eat my baby. He's a prophet.
That's right.
You know the truth.
That's gonna have so blood on them, man. In the kingdom of heaven, not on this side now. You know, just clear that up for you too. You know, but we're talking about things to come.
After the Lord's return.
That's right.
It's bigger than us.
That's right.
Esau.
Yeah. So no matter how we put it, he's still gonna try to deep fake us anyway. You know, he's gonna chop it up. You know, he's gonna do what he do. That's the damn dope. You know, but we just do it anyway. Right. We perfect.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches done by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and all those atrocities, that Esau Edom was doing on planet Earth, and chiefly to the tribe of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, getting rich, all right, and living and having an abundance in the fatness of the earth. The Lord is going to translate this kingdom to us, and we're going to rule the righteous. We're going to rule you with a rod of iron. All right, righteousness' sake.
The peace, man. Everything's waiting on this, like this power. You know, the nation, plants, trees, and animals. Everything is waiting on that fresh air, man. What the madman is putting on the planet. You know, he got it controlled. You know, he's talking about he want to reduce the population with 500 million. You know, he's going to reduce the population might down to zero, man. You know, I know what I'm saying. You got to get rid of your red ass, man. You know, because if you continue on, you still will try to fuck up the planet, man. So you're still gonna be evil as hell. So you're gonna be evil until that last day, man. You know. Yeah. Yeah, so you can't get the job done trying to get it down to 500 million. So we're gonna get the job done through all the will you have us in our stuff, man. It won't be not one single Edomite left on the planet.
We're gonna get all the truth out there quick.
That's right. And ain't gonna be no more fucking dead witches in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, our women ain't gonna be with no damn crap, man. But no damn Hamite. Really?
Yeah, that's it.
So Amalek won't get it too, man. You know?
Worst way.
Yeah. Your matzo balls, get it. You know? Your circumcising little boys with your mouth ass gonna get it. You know? Hey, we gotta get them all. You know?
Yeah, man.
They talk shit about us, you know. So we gotta give it back to them. Because like I say, it's gonna come to a point where we ain't gonna be able to say nothing. So we're gonna get it all in right now. It's coming anyway. I will make it fun, you know. And play it back, you know, in court or whatever the case may be, man. Everything we said, we standing on it. And the hell with it.
Isaiah 14:5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder him. So the so-called white man is coming out of power. And you can see his arm of power being weakened day in and day out. Just look at the news. That's all you got to do is look at the news, man. Look how they deal with one another. Look at the homelessness that's going on. You got middle class Edomites living in their cars, man. Verse 6. I read that already. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. It's going to be a big party when Esau goes down, man. And it's not just going to be the Israelites dancing. It's going to be the Israelites, the animals, and the trees, man. Everything that has life that's not an Edomite. Yeah. Well, the other nation's not going to be too happy either. Yeah. The fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon say, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Trees have spirits. They start off as a seed and turn into something that's tall as the building. Anything that grows is alive. They're going to be in the spirit of, I'm glad that this goddamn devil is not over harvesting us and turning us into SEX toys, man, or whatever. Got it, right?
But the same thing, even the heathens, right? Ishmael, Ammon, Moab, right? They gonna be glad when this goddamn devil get put away, right, for good. Because hey, what the scriptures say, the people rejoice.
Right. Spirit, I bring that. It's Proverbs 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right? Who's the righteous? All right, you people of so-called Negro and Native Indian descent.
Right.
It tells you in Psalms that their thrones set for judgment, the thrones of the house of David, man. All right, the Israelite man is a natural king and a natural prince. That's our birthright. That's what the name Israel means. He is a prince of the Most High.
Right.
So when we come into power, we're going to rule according to this, the law, statutes, and commandments. As the brother just read, the people are going to rejoice. That people is talking about everybody, man. You go into Revelation, it tells you that the dead, all right, after 1,000 years, they're going to be returned to their natural lands that were given to them, man. All right. So when we come back into power, the whole world is going to rejoice, man. Except Esau Edom. All right. He's going to be what he actually is, the basis of men. Now, right now, our people don't look like much, but those are actually kings. All right, right? Believe it or not. Matter of fact, give me First John 3, start at the top, because you can't look at our people and see royalty unless you have faith. All right. Now, when you come into the truth, you look at a brother, you say, okay, this is a prince, this is a king, this is a priest, all right, this is a man of the Lord, a judge, a ruler. All right. That's how we see ourselves. That's how we see our brothers. All right. But when we see Jake, it's like, man, that nigga needs the Lord, man. And really, we say it all the time. 2/3 need the kingdom more than us because they don't even have the commandments. They don't have faith in anything. They're just bugged out of their minds. But in the kingdom, it tells you in Isaiah 60, our people are all going to be righteous.
This is First John 3 from the top. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Right. That's what the word again, Israel. Yah means he, Shar means prince, which is the son. All right, and Allah means God or power or judge. So we're the princes of the Most High. It says,
therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
Right, the world doesn't know us because they didn't know Yahushua. They know sweet Jesus. They know Asaroth. They know Baphomet. They know all of these idols. All right, Jesus Christos. All right, what's that other Christian nigga, man? Back 2,000 years ago. Serapis Christos. All right, they know Tammuz. They know all of these idols going by different names, but they don't know Yahushua. We actually know Yahushua, man. He made all the secrets known unto his servants, the prophets. Right, keep going.
Verse 2, beloved. Now we are the sons of Yahweh Yahushua, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be.
Right, it doesn't appear what we shall be. All right. You can't look at the men of the Lord and see the kingdom of heaven unless, again, you have faith. You've been given that down payment to know what's coming, the world to come. All right, we can clearly see that every square inch of America is going to be blown off the face of the earth, and a righteous kingdom is going to be established in its place. We see that because we read it and we believe what we read. But these people, man, they're just some niggas reading the Bible. Or they're just some guys without jobs. They just how they spend their Saturday doing this. That's crazy. That Bible's crazy. That's how people think.
Put it down.
Yeah, the Bible's outdated. Why are they still? They're bugged out, man. But as for us, we know that the kingdom dwells within us.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
We shall see him as he is. We're going to see Yahushua physically. All right. Revelation 1 and 7. Every eye shall see him.
Right.
When he comes back, we're going to be joined out together, man. All right. Tells you in Thessalonians, we're going to meet him in the sky and be with him forevermore. We believe that. All right. We're going to drink wine with him. 2,000-year-old wine.
Priceless.
Yeah, priceless. All right, Jacob be tore up in the kingdom, man, in righteousness. All right. So when you read these things and you read what's coming to the elect of the nation of Israel, that puts a fire under you, that puts a fervency in you, because you actually believe that the things promised to us are going to be given to us.
This is John chapter 15, to verse 19. I started 18. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And this is written in red. This is Yahweh speaking. Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Right. You can tell who's of the world based on how the world reacts to him. All right. When you see somebody that has a mass following, you got a whole bunch of women, a whole bunch of bug outs, even heathen. Like, oh yeah, those guys, those are good Israelites. They're not like those GMS guys. That's how you know somebody's wicked, when the world receives them. Because this word is completely against this current world, man. It's against democracy, feminism. It's against disorder. All right, everything. There's no hierarchy. Everything's just a free for all. This Bible has order in every facet, man. You have elders, you have apostles, you have bishops set up in the church, you have younger brothers coming in. All right, you have a order on how to deal with things. All right, you have a dietary law. All right, you have just royal customs that involve statutes, which means boundary or limitation. Like, you can do this, but don't do that. You can do this, but don't do that. And the majority of people, they hate boundaries. They hate being told no. They hate being told what they can't do.
Don't drink too much.
Yeah.
Don't overindulge.
Yeah. Which is good for you. Yeah. The commandments are good for you.
They're not grievous.
Yeah, they're not grievous. But as the brother just read, when you speak worldly things, oh, God loves everybody, God, everybody can be saved, that's when the world starts to believe you, because the world is demonic. Okay, the world is full of reprobates that don't know the scriptures, don't believe in the scriptures, and they don't want to be told anything. So if you have a camp set up to reprove Israel, that's like, whoa, what are those guys talking about? They especially don't want to see so-called Negroes speaking with authority. That's like something foreign to the world. To the world, Jake is just a clown. He's a comedian, a rapper, an entertainer, a baller. That's all you're good for. Just dribble a ball, LeBron. Just run up and down the court for our entertainment. Just run your helmet into this other nigga for our entertainment. Give yourselves brain damage for our entertainment. That's why you're here in America, all right? But for you to come out with this book and reprove people, like, look, that's off. Don't do that. The Heavenly Father said, don't do this. The Heavenly Father says this. That's like, whoa. Who are these people, man? Me, Romans.
All right, none of the prophets, none of the men of the Lord, right, are accepted of the world at no point in time. Though you may receive favor from the world, all right, through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you might get, done a favor from certain men or women in the world, but they don't, what you believe in is what separates you, and that's why they'll never really, accept it, okay? But I got a quick precept. It's 2 Peter's chapter 2, I'll just get straight to the point. In verse 5, it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, and to like a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Right? Because what? Noah was one of the 8 people that was saved. Okay, Noah, his 3 sons, Ham, Shem, Japheth, right, and their wives, right, their 4 wives. Okay. And it reads, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Hey, and the average American, okay, average person that's outside of this truth, their conversations are filthy. Right? They don't really believe in the law. Okay? They don't uphold the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't live by them. All right, so all their conversations are filthy unto us, man. Filthy unto the Lord. All right. Verse 8, it says, for that the righteous man dwelling among them, right, as we're doing now, we're dwelling among the ungodly, right, the filthy. It says, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Let me hit this next one. It says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Right? And that's exactly what's going to happen again. Right? You should be vexed daily. Right? If you're a man of the Lord, if you believe in this truth, right? Believe in Yahushua, believe in this book, you should be vexed daily. Right? Because we're not in, like you was bringing out, we're not in charge now. We're not on those thrones now. Right? Yahushua isn't the king of the earth now. Right? Physically, okay? He's not there yet. So you should be vexed, man. Right? And you're gonna have another one of those destructions happen again. Okay, the second death, which is gonna happen by what? Thermonuclear fire, man. You got it, bro.
That's a beautiful point and a beautiful precept, because one of the telltale signs that you're of the hopeful elect is that you're vexed by this place.
That's right.
If you're comfortable in America and you love America, you're of the 2/3, man. Point blank, period. There's no way around it. You might say, well, how do you know? How do you know who's the 2/3? How can you say that? Well, if you love America and God hates America, then you hate God. It's simple as that, man. Simple. You love sodomites, you love weirdos, you love the so-called white man, you love his ways, and you hate the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
Scripture tells you you have the love of the world, you have enmity of Yahweh.
Oh, he got that.
Oh,
He got
bring it out, huh? Beautiful. Right on time.
This is James 4:4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh.
That's right.
It says, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh.
But wait a minute, I thought God so loved the world that he gave his only, but no, man, that's talking about the nation of Israel, that world in John 3:16. That scripture says, he that loved the world is a friend of the world, is an enmity with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, the Most High has enemies, he has haters. All right, you people are so-called Negro, Native Indian descent. 2/3 of you were haters of the Most High. All right, the other 17 nations, goddamn heathen, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, Ishmael, the magic carpet nigga. All right, Moab, the Greeks. All right, all of you weirdos and freaks, you're enemies of the Most High. You don't love him, you don't love his people. All right, how you gonna say you love somebody but you hate his children? Yeah, I love him, but fuck his kids. Like, what do you? Matter of fact, I'm enslaved his children, but he cool. I love him though.
Yeah.
No, how you love the Most High, but you enslave the chosen people? We're his sons, man. You put us on slave ships, which we're still in slavery to this day, man. All right, if you have a job, you have 2 jobs, brothers working out damn day. Yeah, it's double slavery. All right, but Jake think he's free, man. I get to choose what plantation I work at. Yeah, I'm free. Jake is bugged out, man. All right, if you pay taxes, you're a slave. If you need this man whose face is on the money, you need his made-up money that he prints in a goddamn monopoly, which is a factory in the Federal Reserve. You need that to survive. You're a slave, man. All right, for all you jakes that think you're free, just don't pay your taxes, man. Just tell Esau, hey, I'm free. You freed me in 1860, so I don't pay my taxes. Man, Esau's gonna snatch you up by your naps. He's gonna toss you like Jazzy Jeff. He's gonna do a Fresh Prince and just toss you into a jail cell, man.
Yeah, go marry more than one woman.
Yeah.
They got a charge called bigamy. Yeah. Go try to go fly to Jamaica without a passport, and that ain't nothing but checking in. Dad, I'll be gone for 7 days, but I'll be back at 6:30 sharp. That's not free. It's not free, man.
Yeah. Think you're free? Put your bag of that son to death, man. Like, hey, take that dress off. I'm gonna stone you. Oh, you still got? Come here, nigga. Just put him to death, man. That's your son. You're free, right? No, you're not free, man. This is hell. Again, if you're of the hopeful elect and you read these scriptures and they resonate with you, you're gonna realize everything about this place is backwards. We're in hell right now, man. It's the valley of the shadow of death.
Right. And this a precept to prove, all right, one of the precepts to prove that we are the chosen people of Yahweh Shema Shai, and this is one of the curses, all right? To back the front up, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right. So if we're free, that means the Most High is a liar. All right. The scripture says the Israelites would have to go to our enemy for the want of all things, man. So now let's do a quick list right here. If you want some bottled water, because the actual water is filthy, all right, this man has polluted the ocean, he's polluted the sea, he's polluted the rivers. So if you want some clean water, who do you have to get it from? Esau, man. All right. If you want a place to live, you want to get a mortgage. Wait a minute. Who owns the banks? Esau. Property. Oh, property. Yeah. Oh, I own my house. Stop paying your property tax if you own your house. All right. None of you niggas own your houses, man. All right. If you go buy a shirt and they tell you, look, you have to pay shirt tax every 6 weeks or else we're going to take your shirt back from you. You will realize, wait a minute, I don't actually own this shirt. I don't need this shirt. Yeah. I'm cool without the shirt.
Take it off.
Yeah.
You arrest your ass for that.
Yeah. Indecent exposure. Yeah. If you have to pay taxes on something to own it, you don't own it. All right. We read earlier how this devil his power is in the justice of the law. All right. His strength is in writing something on a piece of paper and then writing a fine print and just making it up as he goes along and locking people up, man. And you live under this man, but you think you're free because you're bugged out. You don't know what freedom is. All right. You had what's that nigga? That rep on No Limit. He was like, fiend. He was like, I've learned what they didn't want me to know, and I've learned to need what they didn't want me to need. Once you learn the scriptures, you realize, hey, I need land, all right? I need dominion. I need slaves. I need slaves, man. I need wives, plural. Like that's what a man of the Lord naturally wants. So he could dwell in opulence and peace and be fruitful, man. Yeah, have his own tribe, all right? In the kingdom, every man of the Lord is gonna have over 1,000 children. It tells you that in Isaiah 60. Right. You bug out saying that there's not going to be any sex in the kingdom. Where are your 1,000 children going to come from? We'll have planets. Yeah, planets. We gotta populate those planets. The Lord is going to stretch out the heavens, which He's doing right now. All right. The Lord said 2,000 years ago, I go to prepare a place for you. So if the Creator of heaven and earth is preparing a place for His sons, what does that mean? Game over. All right. We're gonna run up the clock, man. It's gonna ball for eternity, man, and righteousness. Right. All right.
This Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which had departed from the Lord Yahweh our power. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Right, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. Again, going back to what the brother read in Deuteronomy 28. If you go to your enemy for the one of all things, one of the curses, man. Right. Free people don't have to go to their enemy for basic needs, for basic necessities, for sustenance. All right. This damn devil is in control of the food. And look what he's doing. He puts pork in everything, he puts poison in everything, yellow 5. You got chemicals you can't even pronounce. That's in the food that you're eating every day. You pick up a bottle or whatever, you turn to the back of it, you read ingredients. The first ingredient might be water. The second ingredient might be sugar. Then every other ingredient is just like polyurethane, methanol. Yeah.
You gotta call the college professor. Hey, man, what did it say?
Yeah, it's a word with 100 letters in it, man. That ain't right, man. You're not supposed to not know what you're putting inside your body. That's off as fuck, man. How you gonna eat something? You look at the ingredients, you can't even pronounce what you eat, man. Jay get rich and try to buy clothes he can't pronounce. You eating foods you can't pronounce, man. Yeah. You free. You should just fix it, man.
And to back up the brother, man, a lot of those words, they're scientific, and it goes into a whole lot of different preservatives that they would never put inside of their body, man.
You know what you would eat before you eat it. Right? So they gotta camouflage it and make it say, oh, this is just polysympathetic. But it's rat poison. If they put on the ingredients water, sugar, rat poison, you'd be like, man, I'm not drinking this. But if they put water, sugar, yellow 6, yellow 5, poly this, poly that, euro this, then it's like, okay, I trust Esau. We just drink it. Yeah, Jake ain't looking at nothing, man. That's why we bring out the scriptures. We go into the Greek for you. We go into the Hebrew for you. We know you're not about to do all that, Jake. All right, Jake is real, like, simple, man.
They know when the days coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I wear it too, but saying that's the only thing that they research.
Yeah.
They know when, let me just say this. They look up entertainment and fashion. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And the next non-stop pack, you know, the Percocets, the lean and the walking. That's all Jake worry about, bro.
Jake know who people are. All right, this rapper snitched on this nigga. Young Thug get out on this date. I'm gonna mark my calendar. I'm gonna mark my calendar when Young Thug come on. Yeah, for real.
Those are free.
Yeah, free Thugger. Free Thugger, man. You niggas are despicable, man. That's how we know who the Israelites are, because we're the only people on earth that actually love criminals, degenerates, and sodomites more than a righteous king. All right, if Jake had the choice to bring back Tupac or Yahushua, Jake is picking Tupac 10 times out of 10. Man. That's not even a thought. That's not a debate. That's a no-brainer. Jake, Pop, another mixtape for Pop. That's like, hey, Jake, don't you want the kingdom of heaven? Don't you want to rule over your enemy? Man, Pop, man, you heard me? Pop, yeah, bro, imagine Pop over Rick Ross beats with Pop, man. Bring back Pop, man. Jake would not get out of here, man. Jake would stay in hell forever if he could just listen to new pop music, man. It's sad, but it's reality. Jake is so much of a slave. Jake is trying to find some way to be more comfortable in slavery. Jake can't think about freedom. Like we bring out all the time. That bugged out nigga, he asked us how we're gonna get jobs if Esau is in slavery. He couldn't even fathom a world where he's in rulership. Jake is that destroyed. He thinks that if the so-called white man is destroyed, he won't be able to find a job. You're not supposed to have a job. You niggas, man. That's why we can't wait. Bro, when the Lord really lets loose the 4 winds, and we're going to rejoice. It tells you that in Proverbs 1. Matter of fact, brother got to get that. We're going to laugh. We're going to drink. We're going to laugh when you niggas get put to death in mass numbers, man. You got to click read up. Oh, yeah, you have one first. Okay.
Jeremiah 15:33. Thus say Yahweh, hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right. Together. All right, the children of Judah, you so-called Negroes, all right, you West Indians, all right, you Haitians, you niggas from Barbados, all right, most of you niggas from West Africa, the Igbos, Yoruba, y'all are Judah, okay? Judah is the southern kingdom of Israel, which is where our king comes from. That's where the royal line of David comes from Judah. And then you have Israel, which is the northern kingdom. Starting with you so-called Puerto Ricans, all right, Ephraim, you're the head of the northern kingdom, all the way down on you simple-ass Mexicans, which are the tribe of Issachar, all right? Now, the scripture says Judah and Ephraim were oppressed together. That's talking about Babylon the Great. For you pro-black niggas, you black-only Israelites, the northern kingdom is in Africa. How are we going to be delivered together from the land of the north if 9 of the tribes in Africa? If 9, 10 tribes are in Africa, how are we going to be delivered together from Babylon? That's such a Ham ain't oppressed, man. He driving and parking all the cars, man. Come on, man. Ham is oppressed by his own genetics, man. Here it is. You look kind of like Jake, but you can't dance, you can't dress. You got on a old G Unit jersey with no socks. Yeah, big ass head. Ham is impressed. Ham is being oppressed by his own fashion sense. All right? He's not being oppressed by the nation, man.
They got the hair. It could be a low haircut, but it's not turning into little balls.
Yeah. Ham is a weirdo, man.
And it's feet big as a butterfly.
Yeah, with no socks.
And it's
Yeah, super ashy. Ham is like what's that nigga, Ashy Larry?
Yeah.
He was just like, man, Ham is just finished, man. I know y'all saw Ham Pock. Why did you have to take Ham Pock? It was such an excellent source of entertainment, man. Seeing a Hamite trying to be Tupac, man. Totally just amazing, man. The Most High is the best sense of humor, but in the kingdom, you Hamites are actually going to be taskmasters over Esau. Y'all are going to go hard, man. All of the heathen are going to look down on you so-called white people because you're the faces of men. You're actually a troglodyte, which that word means person that dwells in holes, cave dwellers. So, oh, you gotta. Oh, all that took them captives, held them fast, and refused to let them go. Wait a minute, I thought we was getting reparations, right? I thought we free. Yeah, free. The scripture says they refused to let us go. So if we're free, that would make the Most High a liar. That would mean the prophecy is broken, which we know that's not going to happen. All right, it's going to be Jake's working up until the chariots come, man. All right, because these concentration camps that are going to be locking up Jake, best believe Jake is still going to be working in them, man. Esau is going to use Jake to lock up Jake. He's always done it. He always will. You niggas, especially those of you that take the C-hip, you take the charagma, y'all are going to do whatever to keep. Once you take it, that's not it, man. You have to keep it going. You have to do everything this man tells you to do. Once you take that chip, it's game over. You completely sold your soul. So when you take the chip and this man tells you, hey, lock up your family. Yeah, your cousin, that black Hebrew Israelite, lock his ass up, man. Matter of fact, kill him. And you're going to do it. All right?
Put some money on that.
Yeah, we're going to put 120 cents on your chip. And you're going to what, 120 cents to kill my whole family? Yeah. Or we can turn your chip off and kill you. You're going to do it, man. All right? 2/3 of our people have no integrity whatsoever, man. They're going to do whatever the so-called white man says, as they've been doing. All right, right now they're walking around with that disease in them, all right? And a lot of them are going to die suddenly, all right? Because they don't trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They trust in this devil.
I could give a personal testimony. I was visiting a family member, and they don't know about the truth or nothing like that. So I'm just sitting observing. This particular family member said, "Man, I went and got all my boosters, all my shots. This." He said, yeah, proud. He was happy to tell me that. He was like, hey, they've been studying this way longer than I have. They done the research. It's like, nigga, how the fuck you gonna listen to somebody who you don't know their moral ethic? You don't know this person at all. You don't even know if they have those degrees that they're saying that they have. You just went off the word of mouth.
Esau could put on a white coat, call himself a doctor, and just say anything.
Yes.
People are gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Literally.
He's a doctor. Man, our people are so simple, man. But then you tell them about the scriptures. Oh, who wrote that book? How do you know? You ever met Jeremiah? Like, what? You never met anybody that's written any history book that you read in school.
That's right.
You haven't met the people that wrote the Constitution. You haven't met any of the people on the news. All right, these Edomites that come on the news with the navy blue suit with the red tie. Oh yes, we reported today that so approximately 1.7 billion. This man is wrong every day about the weather. This man blatantly the news is clearly wrong about everything. But niggas believe the news. But then when it comes to the scriptures, oh, who wrote that? How do you? How tall was King James? What was he, 5'6"?
They asked you these things, but when that worldwide decree was issued out, they didn't even think to be like, did it pass clinical trials? Yeah. What were the results? Yeah. Give me the kidneys and the cake. No, motherfucker, you take it or else. Yeah. They took it. I take the check. Okay, whatever.
Matter of fact, give me 2 of them things.
And you know what it's going into? They did it by faith, bro. Yeah. The same way that we're doing through faith, they took that thing through faith. Look at that turned out for them.
Yeah. Because everything is by faith. All right. When you go to work for 2 weeks, you have faith that that money is gonna show up in your deposit, man. Right. All right. You show up at a woman's house, you have faith, she's gonna drop that thing, man. Yeah. Jake does everything by faith, but when we talk about faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, then all of a sudden it's spooky, it's crazy, it's weird. How do you know? How do y'all know anything, man? Jake don't know anything. Jake don't read no nonfiction books. Ask a nigga what's the last book you read, man. He might tell you Lord of the Rings. He might say Cat in the Hat. Dr. Seuss. Jake don't read, man. The Source magazine.
I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
Yeah, Jake knows, man. The last book Jake read is the eBay catalog, man.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's
cleats and shit.
Yeah, some
no.
Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yeah.
The black dollar. We're gonna circulate the black dollar, man. You niggas are gonna die. Okay, that's That's the bottom line, man.
This is
Proverbs.
yeah, I want to say something. This Jeremiah 2:14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" And these are all question marks, right? And this is because, hey, when you look at all our people, bro, they, like the brother said, they do everything by faith. In this goddamn devil, everything is hand fed food, right? Whatever the white man wants them to believe, they're gonna believe it, man. Hey, obviously, we can do everything better than these people. Literally everything better than these people. But we're the minority. You know, it's just like, and that's why that precept is in this book, man. Because that's how folks, homeborn slaves, Stockholm syndrome. You know,
Yeah, that goes back to what you said earlier about everything being a vexation here.
that's right.
Because if you're in your right mind, you're in a ruling class mentality, you should honestly ask the question, wait a minute, how come the people that are the smartest, the most creative, the most athletic, the best looking, the best at everything, why are they at the bottom? So it's a prime example of two-thirds. I didn't want to get yeah. Oh yeah. Jake gone, man. That's hey, the so-called white man. You gotta pay for that, man.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the Lord's judging him for whatever he did. It was clearly an earned judgment, but Esau allows this, man. He destroyed our people, and he allows to keep them destroyed. That's why, again, going back to Deuteronomy 28. All right, until you're destroyed, and our people are completely destroyed. That's why these niggas are actually homeborn slaves. You had that slave Kanye West a couple of years ago. He made that statement. Everybody sounds like slavery was a choice. Then all the slaves got angry. They got upset because he spoke the truth.
That's the beat.
Yeah. Our people do choose slavery, man.
It says, is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Right. Why is he spoiled? Because you broke the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right. It tells you in Deuteronomy 28 that if you keep these statutes, you be on high, and if you break these statutes, you're going into slavery. Right. And we broke the statutes, we broke the commandments, and this is the end result. Jake just being a nigger, a wild beast, a bull caught in the net, man.
This is that precept book. This is Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. But the point is that you know how simple our people is. They believe for every word that the so-called white man tells them. Right? That's why they went after death. They trusted in him. They believed in his words. Said it was healthy and good for you. All right? That's why our people are slaves. Because they stuck in that slave mind mentality. All right? From being on those cargo spaceships and coming over here to the shores of America and being put in captivity. All right? Being fed the doctrine of devils from the so-called white man, Esau Edom.
Yeah, right. Brother. That's why the brother read earlier in Sirach to never trust your enemy. Why would you allow a man that put you on cargo slave ships and beat your identity out of you and rape your foremothers and your forefathers, all right, because this man is a sodomite and a rapist, why would you allow him to put something inside you, man, that you don't even know what it is? You're just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to take it. Because Jake is simple. Simple, believe in every word, right? All Esau has to do, again, just put on that suit and just smile with that smooth shaved face. Okay, he doesn't look like a caveman anymore. He looks like a professional. You know, he's really intelligent. He has a high IQ. This man is an idiot, man. You can't tell a man from a woman. He's going to tell you how to live forever. All right, just take this you have right here. Man, listen. Everybody who's not of the elect is going to die, man. Right? You're going to die one day. Why would you listen to the devil tell you how to prolong your life if he can't prolong his own? All right? Esau dies. He's a man that dies just like you. How is he going to save you? How is he going to deliver you? But Jake has no faith, man.
Proverbs chapter 1 and 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their knowledge, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge. One thing about a nigga, he hates knowledge. All right? If you try to tell a nigga something beneficial to him, He'll turn his nose up. Like, who does the nigga think he is? Like, he only wants to hear so-called knowledge from Esau because he's a slave. All right. If I'm a slave and you look like me, how can you tell me anything beneficial? How can you know more than me? You're just a slave, just like I am. Oh, but the so-called white man, oh, he's great. Master said this, Master said that. Our people are completely lost, man. But Yahushua is dealing with an elect, and he's raising up 7,000 men, all right, which 7 means completion. He has a complete number of men that have not bowed to the knee to Baal, man. All right, so a complete number of Israelites are going to be in our right mind in these last days, and we see it. We see these camps rising up. We see even Jake in the world that's not necessarily following the truth. They're still having they're starting to grow a spirit of distrust of this devil, distrust of the system. All right, you have a lot of people that realize this man is the devil, but they don't want to come out and say he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. They'll phrase it in a roundabout way. Oh, the Illuminati. Just
and the blue letter is H6601 Pata. It says to make, open, to be simple, entice, deceive, persuade, be simple, be enticed, be deceived, be beguiled. And that's to bring out the point. This is what the scripture said, how long be simple will love simplicity. All right, they love to be deceived. All right, they love to be, you know what it says, to be open-minded. Their minds are open to receive and accept the things that Esau Edom is pushing. The lies, the deception. It says to make, to be simple, to entice. And the ways that Esau Edom, the way he running his kingdom, it's enticing to our people. They love it. All right, they just can't let it go. You got it, brother.
The scriptures condemn open-mindedness. All right, that's one of the things. Again, going back to speaking of the world, when you talk about being open-minded, the world receives that because being open-minded means, hey, you can believe what you believe. You can believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. None of us will rebuke each other. We'll just come together. Well, they have this phrase called agree to disagree. Hey, I agree to disagree with you. That's called being open-minded. I'm open to new philosophies. I'm open to new ideas. No, you're supposed to be closed-minded. The only thing you're supposed to be open to is the law, statutes, and commandments, the prophecies, all right, the history of the Bible. You're supposed to be open to the word of the Lord and closed to everything else. Your mind's supposed to be closed off this.
Did I bring it out Hosea 4? I'll bring it out. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And that knowledge is going into these scriptures, not the knowledge of the world. Because everybody had a knowledge of the world, which is not even really knowledge. It's things to know, right? But this here, this is the true knowledge, right, of the earth. Right? It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And that's exactly what you see going on today. That guy that just left him, right? He's an example of the law of forgetting him. Right? He's just wandering. He's just lost in the earth. He's been forgot about on this side, right? Of course, like the brother brought out earlier in the lesson, when you see men like that, women like that, you don't see kings or princesses, but he's gonna be a king in the kingdom, man. You know, but ultimately, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man, and forgetting Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Got it, bro.
Yeah. Our people don't even know what knowledge is. They don't know what wisdom is. They don't know what understanding is. They think the black conscious community is full of wise people. Those are some of the dumbest niggas on earth, man.
That's right.
They worship women. All right. The so-called black woman worships the so-called white man. So if you're worshiping the black woman, you double cursed, man. You worshiping an idol that's worshiping another idol that's your enemy. That's madness, man.
The lower degree of the praise.
Yeah, you better off worshiping Satan directly than worshiping the black woman, man. Yeah, be an atheist, be a Freemason, at least get some benefits out of being an idolater, man. don't get any benefit out of worshiping the so-called black. She despises simps. Why would you become a simp? And simps don't even anyway.
This is Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's right.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Right. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. And that's all Esau has. He has the knowledge of wickedness, how to take two animals and join their seed together, how to pollute the air, how to make styrofoam, how to make forever chemicals. There's something called forever chemicals. There's tens of thousands of chemicals that this devil has made that don't biodegrade at all. They just stay on the earth forever. And they poison people, man. All right? And kill them. This man has knowledge of how to split the atom bomb, how to split the atom. All right, going back to the Most High, using him. All right, I've created a Smith. So when you look at what's going on the earth, every living organism right now on the earth has a heightened level of radiation because of all of the atomic bombs.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
You
Right,
you a devil.
Get out of here. Free. Fucking
Trying to pretend like you taking pictures of the
Hey,
bed.
looking into the hands, boy.
Come on,
So
man.
you got on Knickerbocker.
You got a fanny pack, man. Yeah. It's like you got a damn
bro.
zoo or something.
Nah.
We saw
Devil,
you.
man. Yeah.
Come on,
Fucking pervert. You already know what's on his laptop, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of young pervert. A bunch of young abominations, man.
Thank God for capris.
Jean
I expect nothing from a man with capris on.
Jean Capris, man.
And the skull
And
ass
they put him up
shirt
to it.
tied around his neck.
Yeah.
It's a cardigan.
That's one of the original alphabet boys, man.
But this dude's ruling over us. Again,
Yeah.
if you're not vexed by that, again, 2/3 of our people think it's totally normal that a man that doesn't wash his hands after he uses the bathroom is in control of your food.
Right.
That's not normal at all. There's nothing normal about the so-called white man being in power. He doesn't even look right wearing gold, man. He just looks weird, like what are you doing, man? He's not a royal person. He's not meant to be in power. This is why every time he comes into power, he does what? He sets up a Senate, he sets up a democracy, which is completely demonic. All right? A democracy is the absolute opposite of a kingdom. It's not ordered properly. Like brother said, a monarchy, which mono means one. Archy means rule of. All right? And when you go to the scriptures, you have something called a theocracy, which is a right? The nation of Israel is ruled by a theocracy, which theos means power or the most high. All right, you have a priesthood, you have a king, and you have order. This society is the exact opposite of order. That's why, every time Esau comes into power, he sets up a democracy. Oh, the president said to do this, but the Senate said to do that. The House of Representatives said to do this, but the Senate disagrees with that. So you have a society that's collapsing, and no one's responsible for anything. The president blames everything on the Senate. All right, the governors, it's the local politicians. Then the politicians blame you niggas, man. You idiots that vote. Oh, if you'd have voted for me, this wouldn't be happening. Oh, if you hadn't voted for a Republican House, I could get this bill. I could get this bill passed through, but I don't have the cooperation of the Senate. It's all nonsense, man. All of this hell going on, all of these things that are wrong with society, but nobody's responsible for anything. That's what democracy does. All right. Oh, it wasn't me. Listen, I couldn't do what I wanted to do because the Senate wouldn't let me pass the bill. And the Senate is like, you're not the president. What are you talking about? Yeah, we didn't have enough votes. Yeah.
The way that the government is set up, it's an endless. It sets up the so-called leaders to have an endless blame game.
Yeah.
The president says it's Congress. Congress says the Senate. The Senate says the local government. Then they all, like you said, all come back to, well, you shouldn't vote Democrat. It's just an endless. You child like that. Now, when you're going back into our time, you're gonna have one king and one rule. You get down and you lay down, man.
Yeah. Everything that happens in a society is the king's fault, man. Everything good, the credit goes to the king. Everything bad, the responsibility goes to the king. But Esau he's not an adult. He's not a man. He doesn't want responsibility. So what does he do? He diffuses everything. Oh, it's not me, it's the voters. Then these people have you idiots fighting each other. Oh, you're a liberal. The liberals wouldn't let this pass. Oh, you're a fucking Republican redneck. Like none of y'all have any power.
Moderates.
Yeah, it's the moderates, it's the left, it's the right. None of your peons have any power whatsoever. But these elites have you niggas blaming each other. Here it is, you poor as fuck, your neighbor's broke, and y'all are bickering about why this building get passed or who got elected. But you're both broke. Clearly, you're both broke because you live in the same neighborhood. It's not you're not gonna have a $2 million house living next to the projects, man. If you're around somebody that they mean they're in the same bracket as you. Right? So this devil has a system where the average everyday peon they're blaming each other for the things that they're doing. The elites are just sitting back like, man, look at these fucking idiots, man. Yeah. It's beautiful. But in the kingdom, everything's gonna be reversed. Matter of fact, Revelation 2 and jump down to 25 here, something else.
This is Isaiah 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Right. And women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy thee and destroy the way of thy path.
Right. Children are our oppressors, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, man. Which that's also literal. You have these monsters running the streets, breaking into cars every goddamn day. All right, menstruous monsters, actual children, but that's spiritual. That's talking about Esau, man. The basis of men is actually ruling over the earth. All right, when you go into Job, that word child is that word younger than me. That goes into being less significant. The people that are the most least significant people on earth have authority and dominion over everything, man. And again, only a righteous man will be vexed by that. Everybody else gonna think it's normal. Oh, it's totally normal for some people to come out of the caves with no language whatsoever, that don't clean themselves at all. It's normal for them to have control over the earth. That makes sense.
Going to that scripture, what is the job of a woman when you deal with a woman?
That's the job of a woman.
That's the job of a woman. That's beautiful. Now, going back into that, metaphorically speaking, she has more in common with children than she does with us, because our conversation, women can't get on our level. Okay, that's why they went in the temple with us. That's why they're not teaching, and that's why they're so cozy with Esau Edom. His maturity level only goes so far, and hers only goes so far. Going back to Job, when it's likened her to a goddamn ostrich. You know, and that's why he says women and children rule over me. They can mesh better, you know, with one another.
Hey, when a woman is ruling over you, they pushing the philosophy of Esau on their children. Right. All right. So they're causing their children to grow up and to go into the wrong path, to cause them to err. Right. That's you can liken that to that as well.
You got it, brother. Exactly. That's why Esau and Eve are like this, man. They're like Batman and Robin. Man.
I say that's okay with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're joining the same spirit, which is the spirit of I don't take accountability for anything. All right. It was the niggas. All right. Eve, why are you doing? Oh, it was the black man.
Amy Daddy.
Wipe up mouth and say she has not sinned.
Yeah. Esau, why are you destroying the earth? It wasn't me. It was humanity. I don't
Climate change.
Yeah, climate change, of course. Yeah.
Hey, like that old saying goes, it says, shit doesn't fall upward. It always falls down.
Yeah.
So all the shit that's been missed by these different world leaders and all of that's falling downhill, man. Yeah. And like you said, they don't want to take no charge for nothing, man. Yeah. All the shit, all the problems of the earth, all the problems within humanity, the climate change, all of those things, it fall down to what? Like you said, the people, man.
Look, say something about those people. Shit hit the fan. Going back to Amos the 9th chapter. When these devils see what's going on, they're gonna be like, hey man, send out a commercial, tell them to shelter in place, tell them to hold strong and wait for a message. Mortimer, pack up the bags. We're going to the bunker.
Yeah. That's it, man. And the point this brother made, shit rolls down with, man. Here it is, so-called white man controls every institution in the world, but he's not to blame for anything. And he's not to blame for the condition of the planet. He's not to blame for the laws. He's not to blame for the children being messed up. Then you go to Eve, you got 80% of so-called Negro households being led by women, but the woman's not responsible for anything. She's not responsible for why niggas can't read, all these criminals roaming the streets, all these children with STDs. She's not responsible, but she's the head of the household, but she's not responsible for anything going on in the house. who's to blame for everything, man? The so-called black man. Cool. Good. Good.
Yeah, he's
I got a
been charged.
Still charged.
Go ahead, brother. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 4. And it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Who are the haughty people? That word haughty goes in the proud, man. Okay? Who is the most proud person or proud race, nation on the face of the planet Earth? Right? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Right? Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And who's in charge of the inhabitants thereof? Esau Edom. Right? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So, hey, just like it says in Psalms, the 82nd chapter, the earth is out of course. And it's because of what? The rulers of the earth, man. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right. So everything that's wrong with the planet Earth has to do with this goddamn devil, Esau Edom. Right? Everything that you see going on, so-called climate control, whales and different other sea animals beaching themselves. Right?
Animals not supposed to commit suicide. That's completely off, man. And again, going back to what you were saying earlier, only a righteous man will be vexed by these things. That's right. Because the people in this world, they don't care how the societies run. They just want to wake up and please their flesh all day, every day.
That's right.
Whether it's heroin, whether it's pornography, whether it's just drugs, anything, man. Just mindless entertainment, reality TV. Overindulgence in nonsense, man. You're supposed to overindulge in the scriptures. That's right. You're supposed to overindulge in agape, man, brotherly love. Our people overindulge in sin and iniquity because they're wicked, man.
And all of these things are a direct effect of the rulership of Esau Edom. And it says, therefore, this is going to go into it, the recompense of how this devil has ruled the earth. Right? It says, verse 6, therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Now, what's that's talking about? Right? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, right? That glittering sword, okay? That's what's going to take this goddamn devil out, man. Alongside of what? Yahweh's return, the angels in the chariots, right? That's the if you wanna rule the earth wickedly, that's what you have coming to you. It's simple and plain, and that's why America, also known as Babylon the Great, is going to be an example, right, for forevermore. This is how you never rule a kingdom. That's why it's going to be a memorial of that, man. What not to do. And that's why the Lord have us going through this. This is how you don't run a kingdom. Of course, for a punishment as well, but it's the Lord don't just do one thing for one purpose. It all comes together at the end, right? That's why we're at the bottom. We at the bottom to serve our punishment, and also to show us this is how you don't rule a kingdom, and this is the result of ruling a kingdom wicked. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Revelation 11 and 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldst give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldst destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yes, brother.
Right. Yeah. And you should destroy the ones that destroy the earth. And who's destroying the earth and made the place a whole damn wilderness, the so-called white man. No, he's polluting the rivers, can't drink out the rivers. Don't even try to swim in the Mississippi River over here. Oh, you're going to be dead before you get out the water, Then you go just anywhere. You see this man fucking developing, tearing down, cutting down trees. You know, you go up down Cancer Alley. You got Cancer Alley over here. You know, you take a ride, you're breathing in chemicals. You know, plants. Yeah, by the plants and shit. And then you got Jake got Condi living to Gordon Plaza over down here, on top of a damn landfill where he dumped them with chemicals and all kind of poisons in the ground. You know, so this man is nothing but death, man. He's the harbinger of the death, like on Planet of the Apes. You know, that's all he know, man. Just destroying, like you said, what the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. That's right. That's this man's job, man. And you people fucking love his fucking dirty draws. You know, but the whole time he's whipping up potions to put in your food. With the what Bill Gates now got some shit where you put the stuff, you know, put in your plants now, your crops. So now you can eat the stuff. It's just anything this man touches, it's all about death.
If I can say, Kaya put in a video in the WhatsApp that was going into like it's not GMO anymore. It's a whole nother branch of produce, right? That targets certain races, what you call it, DNA. Right. So
RMNA.
Something along the lines.
It goes back into a branch of science called eugenics, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RMN is RMNA and mRNA. It's two different sets. Because I went down a rabbit hole and I found out that these particular chemicals that they used to use this couple, like I said, about 2-3 decades ago in pigs. All right, and then once they used it in pigs, now that's when they had. Remember they had the episode, the epidemic with the pigs. The pigs had corona. Yeah, and they were using that in pigs, and then once they used it in pigs, they started using it, the mRNA and the RNA in cancer patients. All right, so they already had this, what you call the so-called vet. They already had that already made. They just pushed it out and said, well, we just made this that quick and that fast, but they already been experimenting with this already. It already had human trials way back then, and that's why a lot of you really don't see too many people on Earth like with cancer. Where they at? What happened to them? You know what I'm saying? So
there's a lot of people with cancer,
but not as definitely as it was back then. You really don't say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But this man is obsessed with swine because he actually uses pig organs to operate on people. Yeah. Scriptures tell you not even supposed to touch swine, man. You put an ear on that. Yeah, you can put a big ear.
Part in one guy. Like a year or two ago.
Yeah, cancer is up. You got children with cancer, all right, which is unheard of. Back, when we were kids, if a child had cancer, they would get a wish. Somebody would fly to the hospital. Like, oh my God, a child has cancer. Now it's all kind of children with cancer, man. This man has increased, man. Wickedness has multiplied on the earth, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's normalized. Now it's normal for a child to have cancer. That's not normal. It's not normal at all. You got all these birth defects coming from the jump shot. You got people looking for unjabbed juice. All right. All hell, man. Hey, but you.
Yeah, hey man, this is backing the brothers up, just saying how Esau's kingdom is circling the drain, and he's been exposed, and hey, it is what it is, man. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. You know that?
Talking about Esau, man. All right, which he's one of the smallest nations, but really he's the most insignificant nation. Right? And he's being made small mainly by this truth. All right, the prophets of the Lord, which is the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that word going out. It's making this man small. People don't look at Esau outside of 2/3 of our people. The heathen don't look at Esau as having all the answers anymore. All right, all these other nations, they have nukes now. They have their own technology, and right now they're trying to have their own currency. All right, so many nations, every other day, another nation drops the U.S. dollar as their reserve currency. That's unprecedented in our lifetime. You got just gooks like North Korea. They're talking about bombing this place, man. Just talking big shit. That's unheard of for a small nation to tell America, no, we're not going to do what you say. All right, they didn't stop making nukes after they made yours. They talking big shit, man.
Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliff of the rock, whose habitation is high, that sit.
Hit that. That's the clefts of the rocks right there. These devils, they remake the Caucasus Mountains. They remake Mount Seir everywhere they go. That's why when you look at Mount Seir, it looks just like Washington, D.C. It looks just like ancient Rome. It looks just like ancient Greece. It's got the white pillars that goes back to Mount Seir. Those are the same people, man.
And it makes
Yeah, they got the eagle. They got the eagles right there.
Oh, that's coming up, huh?
That's the spirit. Read that. Read that. Keep the camera on the eagle.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As the what?
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
That's right.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars, then will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That's what happened, man. As soon as he so-called went to space, which he never made it to the moon, all right? You have something called a Van Allen belt, which is pure radiation. You can't just fly through it and then do a moonwalk, all right? This man lied about everything, man. How you lie about walking on the moon? Like, who does that? A child.
I just wanted to beat the Russians.
Yeah. A child lies when he doesn't have to. A child just makes things up. All right, I'm asleep. Yeah, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I didn't stay up past my bedtime. You look at the kid like, what
the kitchen, a whole mess. You got flour on your head, chocolate. Oh, it wasn't me. No.
What happened to the cookies? I don't know. That's Esau, man. Yeah. Yeah, this man is a damn devil. All right, man. Hey. All right. All right. So this devil, he's basically a child, and he rules like a child. That's why I tell you, put that in Ecclesiastes. This man has a mind of an infant, but he's in control of everything. You should be bothered that a man who does not wash his hands after he uses the bathroom, he's in control of what's in your food. This man who takes accountability for nothing, his finger is on the nuke, man. He decides when, okay, we're going to blow this up, we're going to blow that up. He's in charge of the earth. And that doesn't bother you. Don't feel any type of way about that. Why? Because you're bugged out. If you were in your right mind, you would know, wait a minute. The earth belongs to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? The world was made for our sakes. So where's our inheritance? What? How you holding that? Read it,
this is 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 57. It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Right, that's a righteous man having a righteous thought. All right, we're the Israelites, we're the chosen people. This world belongs to us. So why aren't we in power? Why aren't we in rulership? Why aren't we in our homeland? Why aren't we keeping our commandments? Why don't we have these damn devils underneath our feet? Because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. It all goes back to our disobedience. That's why the Lord is punishing us. And very soon, he's going to turn that punishment over to these heathen. And that's the mentality you should be in. You should want that to happen. You shouldn't be wanting to fight the prophets. Oh, but what about the white man? Not all white people are bad. You bugged out, man. It doesn't matter, man. All right? Now, the majority of Egyptians didn't own slaves, all right? The Lord still killed the firstborn of every Egyptian, all right? The Egyptians were in captivity, all right? Pharaoh put his own people into slavery, and then the Lord judged them as a nation, all right? So it doesn't matter if there's a so-called good white, which there isn't, but hypothetically, if there was, it doesn't matter. They built an empire off the enslavement of the chosen people, so they all have to pay. Everybody of that whole seed has to go down, man. That's how the Lord deals. He deals with seed. He deals with bloodline.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child.
Right. Woe to thee when thy king is a child. When you have somebody in rulership that doesn't take any accountability, someone who's a compulsive liar, someone who just makes things up. Yeah, I went to the moon in 1960. You're just making things up, man. Yeah, how you made it to the moon, but then you never went back to the moon. When you go to NASA's website, they say they forgot they lost the technology to get back to the moon. That's the dumbest lie, and you niggas believe it. It's childlike. This man is a child. Read that again.
Okay. Ecclesiastes 10 and 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child.
Yeah, we went to the moon, but we forgot how to make it back there.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm not up past my bedtime, Dad. I'm asleep. I'm asleep. Like that's Esau, man.
You know something else? You look at the film. They say that it's no gravity on the moon, no air. The flag was flying, man.
Yeah,
it was blowing.
The flag
was blowing, man.
You got Esau walking like this, like the Marshmallow Man. He's just
Probably had a Jake inside of it.
probably Jake everywhere, man. Yeah. That was ridiculous, man. Damn. Then he actually created a psyop called a flat Earth. So you have people that would point out that the moon landing was fake, and they get lumped in with these weirdos that think the Earth is flat, which is madness, man. The Earth is clearly round, man. What is wrong with he's a child? This man is childish. You finished on that?
It's Job chapter 30 and verse 8. It says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. And I'm going to grab that word base in the online ethic. This base from the late 14th century, low, of little height. It says low, lowly, stumpy, low. It says, but jump down. The meaning, low on a social scale, is from late 15th century. It says that of low in moral scale. That's right.
He's at the absolute bottom. He's below the earth. The scripture said he's violent in the earth. Meaning, if you take a fistful of dirt, that's cleaner than the Edomite. All right. I was at work today, man. Esau, Edom just walk in that bitch. He used the bathroom and just walk out, man. Like, there's a sink right there. Clearly, you're supposed to wash your hands, but this he won't do it. And this is the man ruling the earth.
Look at it. It says the meaning benefiting an inferior person or thing, unworthy.
Unworthy.
Esau is unworthy.
He's not worthy to rule the earth. He's not worthy. He's not even worthy to live. He's not worthy to exist on the earth. All right, Shalom. Yeah, so Esau's not even worthy to live. That's why he's allergic to the sun. That's why he doesn't get along with any living organism, because he doesn't belong here. He's the only thing in the Holy Scriptures that's prescribed to be completely eradicated. All right. After Esau is destroyed, roaches are still going to be here. Pigs are still going to be here cleaning the earth. Rats are still going to be here. That nigga's still going to be here. Everything's going to be here except Esau Edom. He's going to be written out of, matter of fact, Obadiah. Got to get that, because like the brother said earlier, this devil's trying to reduce the population to 500 million, but we're going to reduce the population of Esau to 0. That's right. That's in the Bible. Straight to the.
It's Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
No, the point is 18. This is started 15.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
Upon all the heathen. So the day of judgment, all right, the valley of Yehoshaphat, World War III, that coincides with the destruction of Edom. And brothers should know this, because these devils try to say, oh, Esau was done away with. Obadiah 1 and 18 happened already. No, the judgment of Esau Edom coincides with the destruction of all these heathen kingdoms. Right. That's a very important part of prophecy. Esau has to be judged after and during World War III.
And it reads, it says, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
Right. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. All right. When you read the judgment of the heathen is based on how you treated the nation of Israel. So for you devils that say, oh, slavery wasn't that bad, you sold your own people into slavery, slavery was embellished, it wasn't that bad. Listen, the judgment is that what happened to us is going to happen to you. So if the history of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans isn't so bad, then you have nothing to worry about. If you treated us so well, if you treated us so fairly, then when we treat you that way, everything should be fine.
You seen that in the book of Judges, when those two cities, when it was after that one king and the two cities, they didn't even want to feed or house Israel. They didn't even want to feed or house them. And so what happened? They got utterly destroyed. Yeah. They chose to deal ill when Israel clearly didn't have a quarrel with them. Yeah. They just needed assistance. So what happened? They got dealt with.
Yeah. Because we're the only people that has an actual God. All right. All of the gods of these nations are idols. So you could fuck them over. It doesn't matter. But when you put your hand on the apple of the Lord's eye, there's a judgment for that.
That's right. It says, thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Right.
Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
Right. You drunk upon the Lord's holy mountain, which is Zion. In the Hebrew, it's Zion, which is monument. You took a monument of the Lord and drunk on it, man. I'm gonna put these strong bull slaves in the put these strong bulls into slavery and get free labor out of them. I'm gonna build up my kingdom. Well, guess what? You're gonna build up the kingdom of heaven. And it's gonna be a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of gold streets. You have a lot of work to do.
So big rocks into little rocks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, big rock take little rock, man.
And it reads, it says, yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
It shall be as though they had not been, man. People are gonna look astonished at Esau. Like, is this the man? This guy used to be in power?
Damn, homie. He used to be the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?
What happened to you? Babylon, you was the man. Right? You got it. We're gonna come back to that.
This Psalms, the 21st chapter and verse 9, it says, thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Now this is the point. It says, verse 10, their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men.
Here you go.
Their seed, their whole lineage shall be removed from the children of men. And this, if I could read this last part, just to show you that this Esau Edom, right? It says, for they intend evil against thee, they imagine a mischievous device which they shall not be able to perform. And who is the only people that's trying to prick, right, the nation of Israel and everybody really who on the face of the earth? Esau Edom, right? Hey, you got it.
All right, this is Psalms 37 and 34. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yeah, I saw him. He could not be found.
He cannot be found. Why can't he be found? Go back to the Obadiah.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
All right, Jacob represents again the southern kingdom. Joseph represents the northern kingdom. So the judgment of Edom coincides with the northern and southern kingdom coming back together. That's another clue that this hasn't happened already. All right, because the northern and southern kingdom have been split ever since King Solomon died. So any historian telling you, oh, Obadiah, that was talking about the Roman-Jewish wars. Joseph and Ephraim were together. All right, so like Joseph and Judah. All right, keep going.
And it says, and the house of Esau was stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it.
There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. That's plain, man. You devils are going to be written off the story of life, man. All right, the Lord's movie has an ending. All right, the sequel is going to be the everlasting. That's beautiful, man. You're drunk, man. Now, they're about to go home and torment each other's bowels, but in the kingdom, they're going to be tormented by fire, man. So, I'm saying, I guess that's what they do. That's what it is, man. So, live it up. You know, do all of the wild, freaky things you want to do all the meth you can do. All right, rejoice and be glad, Edom, because very soon this is going to happen. Your seed is going to be completely removed from the earth. And again, the animals are still going to be here, insects. All right, the rest of the heathen, which are also animals, basically that speak, and the nation of Israel is going to be ruling in righteousness forever. And you're not ever going to see immortality. All right, you're trying to live, upload yourself to a cloud and live inside of it. You just, that's not going to happen, man. All right, Not only you're not going to live forever, you're going to be exterminated. All right? And we love that, man. I'll call Allah Yahweh Shai for that judgment. Right? It's a beautiful judgment. Because you try to destroy us, you try to make us extinct. All right? Esau has something called endangered species. All right? He kills so many animals that, man, listen, the Lord is going to pay you back. Because it tells you in Ezekiel, matter of fact, Ezekiel 35, 5, told something. On that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. A perpetual hatred. All right. Perpetual means ongoing, continuous,
non-stop,
man. You have a non-stop hatred for the chosen people, which means what? You hate the Most High. Matter of fact, Psalms 80. Read that again.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, at the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. Our iniquity had an end. All right. There's supposed to be an end to slavery. You devils so-called freed us, and then you created something called Jim Crow. All right. You created something called a Ku Klux Klan. You started killing our people even more after chattel slavery. Then you created a digital slavery, which is even worse. All right. You lied to us about who we are. You pump our people's minds full of all these demonic philosophies. And again, if you hate someone's children, you hate them, man. You can't say you hate the Israelites, but you love the God of Israel. That doesn't make any sense. That's why in Psalms 86, it tells you.
You don't want to this not what you want? No. Okay, it's like oh, 83. Yeah, Salakia. I should have known that. I got you. Psalms 83 and 2. That's okay. It happens. Yeah, we got to get out of these bodies, man. Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Yeah, it says thy enemies. All right, your enemies. All right, the Most High has enemies. Right, the enemies of the nation of Israel are the enemies of the Most High. It says thine enemies make a tumult. Go on.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, we went into that earlier. The hidden ones are you Israelites, man. All right, now right now the elect of Israel is hidden in this truth. We're hidden in a sanctuary of Yahweh Shai. But our people in general are hidden. They don't know who they are. They're hidden in prison houses. Jake is just a hidden people. But the elect is rising up right now. These camps all over the world, brothers waking up at such a rapid rate. We got 2 camps right now, man. We got brothers down the street, brothers right here. So this state of our people just taking it from the heathen, that's a temporary status. But the kingdom of heaven is everlasting. We're going to rule forever. We're going to win forever. Go on.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They're confederate against thee, man. And all these heathen hate us, man. Jake, you don't have any friends. All of these heathen are your enemies. You don't have any friends, man. All right, Jake, learn to love yourself, learn to love your brother, and learn how to be a brother. Stop trying to find solace in a nation that cannot save you. All right, these devils can't save themselves. When this economy collapses, these Edomites are going to lose it. They can't even take a little bit of, I lost my job, I got to kill my dog, my wife, I got to jump off the building. Man, when all hell breaks loose, Esau is going to lose it, man. He's going to show his natural ass. All of them bullets that he's been saving and doing target practice on them silhouettes that look like niggas, you're going to be the silhouette that day. It's going to be target practice on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It's Psalms chapter 2, and verse 1, it says, why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. Hey, and this NWO, right? That's a vain thing. Okay? Implanting the MOTB, and fully getting, the earth under his subjection. That's a vain thing. Okay?
Hey man, for him to think that he's gonna set his for him to think he's gonna surpass Yahweh and his children is a hell of a vain thing, man.
Right.
Painting that goddamn Christ, you know, covering the faces of the judges thereof, and the list goes on. You got it out.
For him to say he walked on the moon is a vain thing.
Yeah.
Everything. Listen, man, the heathen, all of their imaginations are vain because all their imaginations seek to go outside of the will of Yahweh.
Hey, and it's gonna go into that. It says verse 2. And this was backing up that Psalms 83. It says verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So really, you know, all of these different world leaders, different leaders of these different nations, they come together, as it said, in one consent consciousness, right? Hey, to do what? To break that bond, break that, you know, that word band goes into bond, right, between Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, and Israel, man. This verse 4 says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Right? And ultimately, that's what's going on, man. This goddamn devil think that he gonna have the space force to do what? To fight Yahweh Shine the angels. He think he finna implement the MOTB. Right? He think he gonna, you know, kill the prophets, which he will kill some of the prophets. But he think in his mind through his analytics, you know, and his different diligent searches that he gonna be able to kill all of the men of the Lord. Right? Man, the Lord got this goddamn devil in a trick bag.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something about those analytics? Because those analytics, that's something else. Those analytics, for the most part, they're correct. But his fucked up thing is this: they're carnal.
That's right.
He doesn't understand spirituality. The data that he has, that he extracted from certain false flags and purposeful calamities, they don't point. But it's carnal.
Esau doesn't even know how many Israelites there are. You got a lot of so-called white people that are actually Jews, and he knows that, but he doesn't know who's the Israel. That's why he wants to put that Karagma inside of everybody, because he knows that race isn't based on skin color. He knows that race isn't based on a geographical region. He knows that, but he tells the people that, oh, you're African, you're black, you're white, you're this, you're that. He has this made-up social construct of race because he knows. Wait a minute, a lot of these so-called white people, they're Jake. So if
especially the Bible Belt,
yeah,
the ones that you think are rednecks, the ones that just gung ho, let's go get them, boy. Ain't nobody hate Jake like Jake, man.
Yeah, man. But at the same time, he has to control everybody, because he can't just persecute Jake because he's a carnal man. So-called Negroes, no, man, it's Israelites. That's why there's millions of Israelites in China. He wants to kill them too. There's millions of Israelites in South America, all over Europe, man. There's Jake everywhere. So he has to put a Karagma inside of everybody to make sure he's controlling everybody. He wants to be as the Most High, man. But it's not going to work. That's why the scripture says, the Most High, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Heavenly Father is actually going to laugh at the devil, man. He's laughing right now, all right? The Most High exists outside of time. So right now, he's watching Edomites get tortured in the kingdom right now, man. And it's hilarious. Okay?
Verse 5, it says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in sore displeasure. All right, and in verse 6, it says, yet have I set my king upon my holy mountain. Yet have I sent my king upon my holy hill of Zion. So, hey, all right, all these vain imaginations of this goddamn devil's king extending past his bounds, right? The set time that the Lord have for this devil to rule. Hey, that's a vain thing because the Lord said what? He have his king he gonna set up, which is Yahushua. Right? His kingdom is hey, literally right around the corner. You know, but you got
I can't wait to get off the throne, man. And come down here and just say he's gonna leap off the throne, man. And not him alone, all right. You got the Archangel Michael, all right, and most importantly to us, I've read that number. You got the 144,000 that are going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. When you read these scriptures, you have to understand there's going to come, like the brother said earlier, there's an end to this ministry. The same way there's an end to Babylon, there's an end to fishers being fishermen. It tells you in Jeremiah 16, man. There's going to come a point where the fishermen turn into hunters. And the fishermen are going to hunt these niggas, man. They're going to hunt Esau, the heathen, the rich elites. And they know that, man. They're trying to build underground cities, not just bunkers. They have actual underground cities.
Right.
And the elect are going to dig them out.
Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, and they shall fish them.
Right. That's what we're doing right now. The Lord said, I will make you fishers of men. All right. This is the bait. All right. The Holy Scriptures. We cast that net. All right. We cast the bait under the water. And we reel it back in, man. We reel in the elect. It really starts with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We're not actually, sealing anybody. The Lord's doing it. All right. Go on.
And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right. So after the Lord makes us fishermen, he's going to make us hunters, man. What do hunters do? They track down their prey and they get the business clear, man. That's what a hunter does. You got that,
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
Wait, no, we're going to vote for the kingdom.
Shall take the kingdom.
No, we're going to beg for the kingdom.
Shall take the kingdom.
What Bible is that, man? We're supposed to ask for reparations. We're supposed to ask the so-called white man to be a good person and forgive him, and then come together and hold hands. I have a dream. Little white boys and little black girls can hold hands, and that's total madness, man. That's nowhere in the Bible that says, "Are we going to forgive the Edomites?"
Man. We have a dream that the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom are going to come together like that does.
Yeah, that's going to happen because it's written.
Yeah, man.
All right, do that again.
And this is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom,
right,
and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
What about 4 years? The saints are going to have the kingdom for 4 years, and then we're going to vote. And then somebody else is going to have it another 4 years, and then we're going to vote.
Madness.
That's
utter madness.
That's utter madness, man.
But the Lord, but trickle down right there. Forever. Wait, read that out.
It says, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Perpetual. All right, and that's important because sometimes you'll read forever in the scriptures, and it means an age. All right, like when the scripture says the Lord was angry with Israel forever. Yeah, right. Yeah, when the Lord says He's angry with Israel forever, that doesn't mean literally forever. That means for an age. But when it says forever and ever and even forever, that's talking about permanently, eternally. We're gonna rule for eternity. So, so what is it now to come out and make your body a living sacrifice? To come out and condemn these heathens? That's a small thing, man. All right, it tells you in the scriptures that and on that, right? Because we can't even fathom in these brains and these bodies that we have right now. We can't even fathom forever. All right, Jake died at 21. Jake be celebrating when he make it to 30. Yeah, all my homies are dead, but I'm still alive. Like Jake dying at 80. Now you can't imagine living 1,000 years and still being young. All right, you got forever, man. Imagine forever. That's how long Jake is gonna rule. They got a couple in there.
Sirach 1 and 2. But in the drops of rain, and that's not it. Is this one? All right. Sirach 18 and 10. As a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity.
Right. So imagine a drop of sand in the ocean. Imagine a pebble on a beach. Imagine a drop of water in the ocean. That's what 1,000 years is like to eternity, and that's how long we're gonna rule. Right. So Jake, get out of this mortal, simple mind state, man. We're gonna rule forever and even forever and ever. All right. So with that, we pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. So that's all that matters. Everyone else, get ready for destruction, especially Peter. All right. We're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double lines to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Bob Ball.
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 Shalom.